Here it go. Who love orange soda? Welcome to what will be episode 1 of Keep It a Buck, Mickey's edition. This your boy Nico Suave and Clint Westhood. We in the deal in the Ville, aka Fullerton. 714. Shout it out. Throw it up. I can't see ya. And we just got some shit to talk today. Like, that's just really what it comes down to. Turn me up.
Turn me up.
That kid jumps out from the curb. Turn it up.
Honestly, I was watching something the other day, and it was when those kids go like, when they're like, oh, he on X Games mode.
He on X Games.
I watched this kid.
He on X Games.
Honestly, this was the funniest thing. I watched this kid ride his bike off a little ramp, and he tried to do what's it when they spin the bike around?
Like a tail whip?
Yeah, he tried to do like a tail whip, but he hit somebody in the face. I saw the
What
video.
do you mean? Where how?
He went off, like his friend was standing on like the side, and he was riding his bike. He was like, yeah. And then he went up and he went to tail whip it, and his homie, I guess, was standing too close, and he got knocked.
Damn. Like, he went off a ramp or what?
Yeah, he went off like a little ramp.
But his homie was standing on the
He
ramp?
was standing like next to it. Like, if this was the ramp right here, he's standing like to the right, like close though. Like, he was like, I don't know. It just looked all bad. Like, you could just tell that it wasn't going to go the way he thought it was, but
I feel that.
It was what it was. Anyways,
I don't even know how I would take it if I got hit in the face with a whole bike.
Smacked with a
How
bike.
do you tell that story?
You can't.
How'd you get that scar? A bike hit me.
How'd the bike hit you?
My homie.
Tail whipping. Was y'all like racing?
Nah.
Honestly, hey, you know what's crazy though is so when I was like 8.
I was just standing there. I got a fucking bitch smacked.
Rocked.
I got bitch slapped by a bicycle.
That's honestly okay. So when I was 8,
yeah,
my cousin gave me a bike with no brakes. So
yeah, a lot of BMX riders don't use brakes on their shit.
Yeah. So, but
you didn't know.
I wasn't a BMX biker.
Oh, so
I was a regular ass kid. I was just a regular ass 8-year-old riding my bike. And
yeah, right.
My cousin was like, "Oh, I have this bike you can have." So I was like, "I bet. Like, let me get this little bike. All right, cool." And my cousin's like, let me think. Okay, I was like 8, so he was probably like 13 or 14. Like, he's a couple years older than me.
Word.
So in our neighborhood, we had like this hill. So we lived at it wasn't a long hill, but it was just a little steep. So we lived at the bottom of the hill. So we would go up to the top and we would race. And so it's a normal day. He gave me the bike. Now, mind you, again, the bike has no brakes. So
right.
But he doesn't tell me. So that's step 1. No.
Why did he not tell you?
Look, that's neither here nor there, but that's step 1.
It's there.
It's there, yes. He doesn't tell me that there's no bikes on the
happened.
brakes. So get on the bike.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, we're going to race. There's like 5 or 6 of us, right?
Word.
Right up to the top. We're hauling ass. And I'm competitive, as you know.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing it. And I'm kind of like on the left side of the street. And I'm not close to the curb, but I'm riding fast. So eventually I kind of lost control a little bit. And I go to hit the brakes thinking I'm going to slow down. I'm going too fast. There's no brakes. Hey, grab that wall. Well, let me tell you. You're gonna wait till you hear the rest of the story. so I'm mobbing down the street, and I start veering towards the gutter, and I'm still flying.
Okay.
I hit the gutter.
Oh.
I fly off the bike.
Yeah.
I flip over and I land on my knees and then like flop backwards. So I literally am like on my knees, but like my body is like flopped back. So I'm sliding on my kneecaps.
But you're like
my bare ass kneecaps with shorts on.
Oh, son.
In a gravel street.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And so when I finally stopped and I rolled over, I'm like crying, screaming bloody fucking murder.
Yeah.
And my mom's at work. Her boyfriend is home at the time. He comes outside and he is like, "Oh fuck!" Like, mind you, okay. Just to put it into perspective, I still have scars on my knees till this day from this shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm laying on the floor. He comes out, blood's like all on the street.
You got road rash, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking destroyed.
Did.
Calls my mom. My mom like leaves work, comes home, all this shit, right? So I'm hurt, but I'm like, all right, like whatever it is, what it is. My my cousin's dad comes outside. And he was like, what happened? And I'm like, I was riding the bike and the brakes didn't work. And I kid you not, in the middle of the street, he beat my cousin's ass. Like,
oh, because he gave him.
Yes, like, because he knew. Like,
what did your cousin say?
My cousin didn't say shit.
But he didn't say anything afterwards?
He didn't say
no
anything.
apology.
No, like, I don't remember.
He's like, my bad, I didn't tell you this thing didn't have brakes.
Like, it was like one of those things. And I was just like,
oh, you good, right?
Yeah, right.
You like on the floor,
You straight as
He's like, oh, my bad, G, you good?
And his friend.
He's like, I can get ice. You're like, yo, that's not gonna fuck it up.
This shit don't work. Like, and like literally, my mom wasn't even like mad. That was
question.
The thing. Yes.
What did your mom put on your cuts after? Was it hydrogen peroxide or was it alcohol?
You know, bro, come on.
Just to let you hurt a little more.
Honestly, I feel like she didn't even.
She like pours it on. She's like, check the fucking brakes next time. She's like lecturing you and shit. While you're like, you was crying, mom.
The thing was, she wasn't even like.
Okay. I mean. It's understandable. It wasn't your fault.
No, it wasn't.
You're riding a bike.
It wasn't my fault. It was what it was. But yeah, she definitely poured hydrogen peroxide all over my damn kneecaps, and I cried more when that shit happened because, as y'all know, hydrogen peroxide is not
even a tenth.
Like that shit is just horrible. Like
not even a tenth, bro.
Anyways,
how fast do you think you're going? Like miles per hour? Realistically,
maybe like I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9. Like it wasn't like,
you said downhill?
Yeah, we're going downhill.
I say at least like 15, 20.
Okay, it wasn't like a hard.
But you were
like,
pedaling.
Yeah, I was pedaling.
Bro, bikes can go.
So maybe like
how fast do you think you could run?
Oh, I ran like in my heyday when
you were the fastest you were.
When I was the fastest, I was probably running like a 4.540.
But how fast is that?
I mean, I don't really
like miles per hour.
I would have to look that up. I wouldn't.
How many yards in a mile?
How many yards are in a mile? Oh, fuck.
I'm not trying to do all that math right now.
But anyway,
like, yeah.
That was just that L moment for me. Like, I took that.
Because I was going to bring up the fact, bro. Like, imagine, like, how fucking bad that hurt and, like, how torn up you got, like, going, like, maximum 15 miles.
Oh, yeah.
Like, imagine being on a bike, bro, and not wearing any gear and shit. Like, a motorcycle. Oh, yeah. And going, 80 and just hitting the pavement.
No.
Skin graft.
Okay, hey, and that's the thing I think about, dude. Because remember fucking...
Nick
Stiver, dude.
Oh, he crashed, right?
Yeah, bro. That dude had to get facial construction.
Yo, he had a car though.
Yeah, but
it was the car's fault.
Yeah, it was the car's fault. Yes, the car cut him off, hit him. And hey, yo, so if you're listening to this and you drive around and maybe you don't ride a motorcycle and you see motorcycles, don't be a dirty fucking piece of shit and just not give a fuck about the person that's on the motorcycle because you're in a car. Like, you have to understand that is a person as well. Word. And maybe you don't like the fact that
Facts.
they're riding a motorcycle. That's their business and that's your opinion. You don't have to ride one. But at the same time, don't be a fucking cock and just be like, oh, I'm going to cut them off or I'm going to do whatever I want. Bro, you understand that there is no protection there. Like, that person can literally, like, lose their life. Like, I know like people personally that have for lack of better words become able to move around by themselves because of situations like that, because people were just reckless and careless. And even this guy that we know, he luckily survived, but like he had to get facial reconstruction surgery because his face was hanging off because this lady pulled out when she wasn't supposed to while he's on his motorcycle, driving the speed limit, doing what he's supposed to be doing, and she decided to be fucking careless. Now, if he was in a car, yeah, he might have got a couple scrapes and bruises and he might have been okay, but we don't know that. Why do you keep putting this right in front of me?
Because I think you need it there. It's like giving you energy. I feel like.
The Mickey's is giving me energy.
Like, it's just like the closer I put it to you, like the more like energetic you get. Like Super Saiyan shit.
It's the Mickey's. It's the Mickey's. Hey, Mickey. Shout out Mickey's beer.
Just smack the shit out of my mic.
Anyways, but yeah. So don't be a piece of shit when you're driving on the road. Like be a caring human being.
Facts.
But nonetheless.
Facts.
Honestly, we don't have shit lined up to talk about today, but we're just going for it. Hey, but look. Okay, let's just be honest. I'm be real here.
What?
Fuck Tory Lanez.
What?
Yeah, I said it.
Why?
Fuck Tory Lanez.
Why?
He shot Meg.
Oh, he did.
He shot Meg.
I didn't keep up on any
all
of
right,
this.
so for those of you who don't know, look, I'm not out here just I'm giving you facts of what
I just know the initial story of she had to go to the hospital with a gunshot wound. and Tory Lanez got arrested for having a gun in his car. That's the only information that I have on that story.
So
I have no opinion on it.
Okay, so now because I listen to other podcasts and things like that, I've heard, but I've also watched. I enjoy some of Meg Thee Stallion's music. She makes some some good music. Like, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but here's a problem I think there's just in society in general.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers don't need to be putting their hands on women in general.
Yeah,
We are big advocates for that. Keep your fucking hands off of these women. They might hit you. Life goes on. Keep your fucking hands off of these women. I'm going to say it one more time in case you didn't hear me. Keep your fucking hands off of these women. Now, to go even further on the fact that do what you gotta do. To go even further on this fact. So, for those of you who don't know, it is what it is. And just to enlighten you. Whatever.
I don't know anything. Yeah.
Tory and Meg were supposedly
like dating.
Coercing. Yeah.
Okay.
They were hanging out, whatever.
Doing what
and, they go to Kylie's house.
Kylie Jenner?
Yes, Kylie Jenner. Why wouldn't you want to go to Kylie Jenner's house, during the pandemic? Like,
sure, yeah.
They're going to kick it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a cool time.
It's like an amusement park.
Yeah, I would think so. That shit sounds pretty crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
So, they're doing their thing. They're at the party. Whatever. They leave.
Mm-hmm.
According to what I've heard and read, there is Meg in the car, Meg's best friend, Tory, and his security guard.
Mm-hmm.
They got into an argument in the car.
Okay.
The car stopped for whatever reason at some point. And Megan, being an intellectual, said, this situation is too much. I'm going to get out of the car.
Okay.
Maybe we can find our own way back home. Uber. I can imagine Megan Thee Stallion can pay for an Uber.
Yeah.
An Uber Black, whatever. Like,
yeah.
So it's fine. And according to what she stated, Tory shot at her out of the back seat window. Just
like that?
Yes.
That's insane.
Now, I don't give a fuck what she said.
Yeah,
what she did.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel you.
Even if it was a man, just shooting somebody in general is like, now look,
Nah. I mean, like.
Yes, but no. Like. Not if you say something on words, we can fight.
If you pulled out the strap, then I get it, but.
Yeah, but like, no. Like, that's just not even cool. Like, even to flex and like, be like, no. That's fucking corny, bro. Like,
yeah.
I was taught different. Like, my family told me, bro, if you gonna pull it out, you pulling out to kill somebody. Like, that's what it is. Like,
okay.
You're defending yourself for a reason. Like, that shit's not just here for play. Like,
right.
Yeah. So you're not flashing it. We're not doing
weapon.
corny shit. It is a weapon. It is a weapon. And I'm a Second Amendment advocate. So I believe in the right to bear arms as a United States citizen that is in.
Was he even a citizen? Tory Lanez isn't even a citizen.
He's not a citizen of the United States. So you can get the fuck out of here with that, number one. But then to even go further of saying, oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna, I don't care if you've been, bro. This is my problem. Okay, look.
Take a breath.
I get a little upset. Because, bro, I just don't, you don't put hands on women in a general sense.
I feel that, yeah.
To then again shoot them is insane. And then the fact that she went on to go ahead and tried to protect him.
Oh, yeah, she wouldn't say shit about it.
She wasn't saying anything until it was like, all right, I got to say something now.
Right.
Like one of those. Like she was trying to really protect you.
Yeah.
That is frustrating because it's like, bro, like she shouldn't have to even be in that position to have to protect a man from anything. I won't say from anything, but from a situation like that where he assaulted her. Yeah. And she's still trying to protect him.
Definitely.
I think that's crazy.
Right.
So, fuck Tory Lanez.
Okay. Honestly, yeah, I can back that now.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, after hearing everything, yes. Before, you're like, I'm not just going to blatantly say, like, fuck somebody, because I don't know anything about the situation. I didn't look it up, like, nothing. Facts. I don't know, man.
Facts. No.
But yeah, I can respect the opinion. Yeah. I agree with the opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck Tory Lanez.
Fuck Tory Lanez. I don't listen to none of that nigga music no more. Like, literally, as soon as I saw that shit, bro, like...
You, cut it off.
As soon as I saw the report, I was like, nah, bro, you're done.
So what do you think's going to happen to him? You think it's going to be like a Chris Brown type of situation?
Bro, here's the thing. It's like...
Do you think that people are going to be mad at him for, like, 6 months? Excuse me. Oh, my God. 6 months, and then, like, still good? How's Chris Brown still, like...
I don't even know how Chris Brown kept it going. Like, but he also went Chris Brown went the bad boy route. Think about that. After that whole situation, his music changed.
So?
But I'm saying, but here's the thing. Tory isn't a...
So, like...
No, listen. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Chris Brown went the bad boy route, and there are certain people that just don't give a fuck.
Well, yes.
So, eventually people forget and look past things that you've done.
I get that.
So, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what it is.
Yeah.
So...
Dude, in today's society, like, nothing lasts more than...
Exactly.
6 months.
And so that's where I'm kind of like, okay,
that's like a maximum.
Tory, I think that we have to kind of wait and see what happens, because he came out of some good shit. He just got off his deal. He had his quarantine radio. He was popping. Like, he was like dropping some good music.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I want to see what this man has to do next. But now you're in an era where that shit just like, it never flied, but that shit really don't fly now, where everybody can see it. And I'm not talking about cancel culture. I'm just talking about people as people being like, get the fuck
less
out of
tolerant.
here. Yeah, it's way less
I feel
tolerant.
that.
Like, there is no room, no margin for error, really.
Right.
So, I don't know. I can't say I would hope not, but I would hope not. Like,
okay.
I hope his fucking career fails. I hope his shit is over.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that shit is not cool. That shit don't fly at all.
Facts.
Like, the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is in that point, but at the same time, there's a possibility that he could...
I mean, I still see him being able to put out music and have a career.
Yeah, he could still put out music. People are still gonna... People
are still going to listen to him.
Yeah, it is
Being
what it
realistic, how it is now, bro, like, people are still going to listen to him.
Yeah, and I mean...
People are like, I didn't even know about that shit, dude. One, because I don't look into that shit. Like, pop culture, social media, that whole thing, like, I still can't wrap my head around people that, like, basically worship celebrities.
Oh, no, it's insane.
And just like know every little detail about their life. I'm just like, bro, I'm not even in. I don't even know of a celebrity that would entice me to be so invested in
their whole life.
Yeah,
whatever they do.
Like, I'll respect your art. You know, like I have a lot of artists that, like, yes, I'm gonna like the posts that you put out. I'm gonna like the art you create, whatever it is. Like, that's great. But like, I'm not gonna be on fucking yahoo.com. Where the fuck does Drake live?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people are like that though. Like,
no facts. But
yo, Kylie Jenner took a shit the size of an ostrich egg, and people are just like, yo, like,
that's crazy.
I'm just like, yo, bro, like,
girlie, I love you.
People shit.
Yeah, bro. It's like
everybody views these people, and I'm like, I'm not trying to take away from the whole situation. Like, yeah, fuck Tory Lanez, fuck any kind of abuse towards your partner.
Fuck Tory Lanez.
Yeah, but like that kind of shit though, that thing where, like, I'm sure you got your information because it was like in the news.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I don't really watch the news either. I mean,
it's just guys that I follow.
Even my political shit, like I'll read some online, something that's like in between.
Yeah.
I like having information. I don't need like senseless information, because I feel like there's a lot of shit out there that, like, it's just there to basically distract you from what you should actually be looking at, kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like so much shit going on that's more important. Mm-hmm. I don't understand how people can put their priority to be like, Kylie Jenner's fucking the youngest billionaire. I'm like, good for her. She has so much shit going on for her, but like, why does that matter for you?
Exactly. Oh, no,
you know what I'm saying? Like, why does that matter for you? Why has this become your priority in life?
Because people got shit else to do.
Bro, they made a GoFundMe for Kylie Jenner because she was almost a billionaire, the youngest billionaire. And people were like, yo, we got to start a GoFundMe to get her to that status. People were giving this rich person more money just for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have become so warped to, like...
It doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. Why are you giving this person money for no reason? They have money.
You yourself don't even have money to buy groceries.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't...
But, like,
your water is getting turned off this month.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the
priorities,
candles
as your light.
Bro, the priorities are twisted.
It's insane.
They're distracted.
It's insane.
But it's like, just imagine that, bro. Like, imagine, like, you have a GoFundMe. You're like, yo, like, I'm so down on my luck. Like, if anything helps, I just need to pay for, like, food for my kid this month, you know, kind of shit. And, like, you get nothing, right? You go on social media. Like, it's embarrassing, but it is what it is.
You
have to do what you have to do. And I'm sure nobody takes like pride in fucking asking other people for money.
Yeah.
But like imagine doing all that, going out of your way, putting your pride aside and being like, yo, I need help. Like you got to ask for help and like no attention. And then like next week you see people fucking donating money to Kylie Jenner to become a billionaire. How
like,
mad would you be?
Honestly, like I feel like at that point I don't even know if I'd be
that's what
mad.
I'm saying. That's where we're at, bro.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. And like,
it is, and that's so unfortunate. Like there's like I was even thinking about like that whole situation like in Yemen, and fools are literally like not fools, they're people. People are literally let me retract that statement. I take that back. People are literally starving to death.
Right.
You are starving to death because
Right.
there's no
food, bro.
I don't know what the situation fully is there. So I can't sit here and say like I know, but I know
Right.
that people are starving to death over there.
Yeah.
And it's not by like it's not like a couple people. It's by the hundreds of thousands. People are dying from food starvation.
Right.
And you want to put your time, effort, and energy into this person who will never have to worry about eating again for the rest of their life.
Yep.
That is not something they worry about. They are worried about what the next Prada drop is going to be and how they can collaborate to make some money. And you are wanting to give them money. It baffles me.
I'm telling you, bro.
But it's the unfortunate reality that we live in, and it's a bunch of bullshit that we have to watch on a regular basis, and we could honestly change that. Because think about this. Kylie Jenner, I don't know what she does. I don't know who she is as a person. I've never met her in my fucking life.
I know she makes makeup.
Yeah.
It's like a makeup line.
She makes makeup. She does modeling.
She's just in that family. She has celebrity status. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a public figure.
Someone of her caliber could use her platform to help change something like that.
I know, like I don't want to speak on behalf because again, I'm not following. Like I don't know if she has or not. Maybe
I don't
she
know
has.
either. She could be. So
I don't want to dive into that because
that's what it is or it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that the priority structure for people is just a little fucked up, and y'all need to get
I'm
your
not
shit
even like
together.
I don't even know if
But you're also a person.
But, like,
that
if you
make
heard
your own
this,
choice.
but,
Well,
like-
but I have to say this too. You're a person that makes your own choices, and you get to do whatever the fuck you want. You
Facts.
spend your money how
You're
you
an individual.
want.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
it
Maybe
is what-
I'm not gonna hang out with you.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
exactly,
say
yeah,
that.
it
Like
is
you're
what
not
it
the
is.
type of person I want to hang out
No,
with.
not at
But
all.
like, here's the thing: it's just like, even if a person were to listen to this and hear that everything that we just said, I don't think they're the type of people to hear that and be like, oh, I gotta change my way. Like that's me. I gotta figure my shit out. I think they're at a point where it's too far gone.
I mean, if you're at that point, then probably yes.
If you're
honestly.
donating money to a multimillionaire to become a billionaire, I think you're too far gone at that point.
Yeah, no.
Like even if it's a meme, bro. Like
I don't think that shit's even funny. Like in my personal opinion, I'm just like,
Yeah.
why the fuck would I want to do that?
I don't know. That was a pretty. Those are two heavy things back to back there.
Honestly, yeah, but like
I was just trying to kind of have fun.
keep it a buck.
Keep it a
so, like,
buck,
fuck
yeah.
it. Hey, wait, okay. So this is fun. Okay, honestly, okay. So it's summertime. Y'all know that, and I love summertime, bro.
wearing
Like
a sweater.
summertime is you're wearing a sweater, bro, and it was like 90 degrees today.
No, it wasn't.
No, I really think it was. No,
I don't think it
low-key.
was not. I don't think it's gonna
'cause
show you anymore.
No, because I looked at the weather report yesterday because I was like, oh,
I can always
off.
wear a sweater forever.
Well, yeah, because I knew. Yes, I mean I could wear a sweater anytime too. Like that's cool. It could be 95 outside. I wear a fucking sweater. I don't give a fuck. Like
It just made me feel good about myself.
it does. I mean it's comfortable. It's
I
light.
get lost in it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't overthink shit. Hey, shout out Kenny Beats.
Shout out to Kenny B. Shout out to the whole team over at Don't Overthink
Yeah,
Shit, bro.
everybody that don't overthink shit. Like y'all are some real ones.
I actually changed my whole like mindset
yeah,
on
no,
a lot of shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we're different individuals, so it comes that way. Now, excuse me. Back to what I was saying though. Summertime,
In the middle of a pandemic,
summertime in the middle of a pandemic. But I mean,
people still not wearing masks.
oh,
Wear a mask.
yo, hey,
How hard is it?
If you're out here and like, look,
If you have to debate
whether wearing a mask or
and
not,
like if you take the 5 seconds out of your life to be like, man, do I really need to put this on? You should get
Put the
swung.
fucking mask
You need to be
on.
swung on site, honestly.
I
Just
mean-
one time.
look, if you catch
Get
one,
hit so hard in the mouth, you want to cover it. I think that's what needs to happen, bro.
it could potentially.
I'm not advocating violence, actually.
No. Hey, look, we do
Maybe.
not advocate. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna just say this to be clear.
Maybe.
We do not
Maybe you need
advocate
it.
violence against people unless you're putting your hands on women.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
If you put your hands on women, then it is what it is. Now,
Yeah. What about summertime?
so back-
We're going way. We keep going back.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Summertime though. But anyways,
about summertime?
So what I was saying was, I work in a public place,
Right.
and I enjoy my job. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
But the thing that becomes hard sometimes during the summertime is the ladies. Now, ladies.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Choose the next words that come out of your mouth.
I'm being very precise about how I say these
I'm
things.
gonna say, bro.
Ladies, you have a freedom and a choice to wear whatever you want.
Okay. Yes.
There is no issue with whatever you wear.
Right.
You have that choice and you have that right.
Facts.
All I'm saying is it makes life a little bit hard for me sometimes. Now we all
I think you need to reflect on yourself, honestly.
maybe I do.
I don't think
Maybe I do.
like, man, I think this is where we're gonna come to like impasse here.
That's fine.
That's some shit you gotta work on for yourself. I don't think in the vocab should be ladies.
No. Look.
Okay.
Look.
This is why I'm
Hold
like
on. I understand that. I'm talking about me.
Okay.
I'm saying it's hard for me.
It's hard for you.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not talking about them.
Okay, I was gonna say
No.
okay.
No.
Like
I'm
that's
not-
what I was saying. Like
No. I would not do that. I would not do that.
Okay. I just want to clear that up.
I'm
I
a
just wanted to
wiser
clear-
man than that.
I just wanted to clear it up.
That's fine.
Because there are people out here like, bro, like you have to wear something else.
No.
Because it's distracting me.
No,
I'm like, bro,
fuck all that.
Put
That's
an eye
on
mask
you.
on.
Cover your fucking eyes, you piece of shit.
Yeah, bro.
No, here's what I'm saying is, and look, don't get it twisted because I'm not that guy.
Facts.
I love the summertime. Ladies, I love all sorts of tank tops and sundresses, leggings and short shorts. All that is beautiful. I am an advocate of God's creation and
Sure.
his art.
Yep.
All I'm saying is sometimes for me it's a little difficult and I have to walk
Okay.
away.
Okay.
Because I'll be in work sometimes.
If you go out of your way to go away,
Yes, no, I get out.
it's a problem when like you try to make it someone else's fault.
No. It's no one else's
what I'm
problem
saying?
but mine.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And
Yeah.
and I'll say this because look, you know me, man.
I know you.
I love skin. I love thick girls. I love girls that like to eat,
Yeah.
that are a little more curvaceous than others.
Okay.
But I also love I love women.
Facts.
I'm a huge advocate for women. I love women.
Sure.
And I love all the things that they bring to the table in this world. Now, because I love women so much and I'm attracted to women, it can be a problem sometimes when there's a lot of things showing.
You just like you're talking about at work, right?
I'm talking about specifically
You're
at
talking
work.
about at work. Like it makes you want to kind of act up.
A little bit.
Like you want to stop working and go talk to a female,
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
but you're at work.
But I'm at work, and I have
not
to be
professional.
professional.
Yeah.
That's so unprofessional.
Yeah.
And look, I'm gonna say this to gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, I think our Uber Eats is on the way. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in a workplace and you are getting paid to
Do a job.
do a job,
Yeah.
do your fucking job.
Facts.
Now, if someone comes out of their way and they're talking to you in the confines of your job and something occurs, that's fine. But do not be going out of your way to not do your job to chase some tail.
Yeah.
I like ass as much as the next man that does it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But do your damn job.
Yeah, I feel
To
you.
the point now where I'm like, I'll be working, doing my thing, and someone who regularly comes into my workspace, she is a very tall woman. She's tall.
Like how
and
tall are we talking?
She's like 6'2".
Okay.
She's a tall woman.
Yeah, I'm short.
Yeah, I am too. I'm 5'6".
Yeah, I'm short.
So I don't. But that doesn't fit. But here's the thing: is she is the sweetest lady. She is so nice. She's probably like late 20s, early 30s.
Cool.
Bunch of tattoos, long hair.
For sure.
She comes in regularly, and she, she likes to wear her. She shows a lot of skin.
Okay.
She likes to wear her short shorts, shirts, and no bras.
Sure.
Sometimes they're see through.
Okay.
And that's where I have to dismiss myself, because I understand that I can only help her so much.
Okay.
And after that,
I mean, you have some restraint. That's good.
you have. But here's the thing: like
You have some.
There's men that don't.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Is
Yeah,
that like
and
you're
fellas-
able to recognize that.
Fellas, look. They're not objects. Women are people.
Yep.
With feelings and emotions and struggles just like the next fucking person. So, treat them as such.
Facts.
If you're going to be out here being a dog in its day, then maybe you need to go to a witch or wizard and get your ass transformed into something else. I'm not advocating witchcraft, but if that's what you're into, go. If that's what you're into, that's on you. But if that's what you need to do, look here. If you need to be changed into an animal to act like one, then do what the fuck you got to do. Because y'all need to calm down. Because here's the thing. In my same workplace, I see men as well.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this.
And I see men that don't seem to know how to control themselves.
Yeah.
And I've even seen it with my coworkers. Now I have, you know, there's attractive coworkers. I have attractive coworkers.
Sure.
Both male and female, attractive people that were just around.
Okay.
And there's been instances where I've even been like, "Hey, bro, like, you need to calm the fuck down."
Yeah.
And obviously I don't say that because I'm at work, but it's in that same energy.
It's the same message.
Because they're either to other customers or to coworkers, they don't know how to restrain themselves.
Yeah.
And I find that very unfortunate because it seems like you motherfuckers just didn't have no home training. Now, if my mom, and you know my mom, so
I do know your mom.
It's a little bit different because you know her, but I'm gonna give y'all a little piece just about the lovely Miss McGee.
Yeah.
Shout out moms.
Yeah. Are we playing footsies?
Yeah, you're playing. Oh, I like that.
I'm good.
All right, whatever.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Anyways.
I know I'm trying to go past my. Don't touch my feet. Don't touch me in general. Not weird. Like I love you, but like I don't like being touched.
No, I feel that. No, I get it.
Like people are very like physical and they show like affection through physical.
Yeah,
like whether you're friend, like don't touch me.
But I already
don't touch my face.
I knew that. I know that about you. That's why I'd be best.
Don't touch my arms, bro.
Touch you.
Just like because it's kind of warranted to get just a dog shit smacked out of you, dude.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
I love you, but you fucking need to learn, dude. Like, don't do it.
Oh, so that's the thing.
I used to be.
So when Rachel you want to cuddle with Rachel, and then she beats your ass, then you.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But it's different. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
but you get it now.
No, I do.
All right.
But it's like, look, like obviously she didn't want to cuddle. Like,
yeah,
that's cool. But the fact that I'm trying to make, like, when I was younger, I was a very like physical. Like all my friends, we all shove each other and shit. Like, hey, cool. How I am now, bro. Like, dap me up, say what's good. If we're having a good time, we're laughing. Like, if I grab you, we're laughing. That's different, bro. But like, I don't need to be like constantly like touched.
Yeah,
I don't need it.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah,
I get that.
Honestly,
that's the funny part.
It just bugs me, bro. It rubs me the wrong way, especially people that I don't know that well. That are like that. That's
about how I am too, kind of low key. Like if I don't know you.
Like if I
don't
meet you,
touch
right?
me
If I meet
like,
you and I'm just like, yo, like,
oh yeah,
yo, nice to meet you, bro. Like, good shit, like, cool,
easy.
But like if you out here like, yeah, bro, like me and you, just like we out. I'm like, bro, like if you keep doing it,
hey,
if you keep doing
touch me one more time.
Yeah, I mean it's not even. I'm not trying to start like altercation, but like,
no,
it's how I feel inside. Kind of, but just do your thing. Let me do mine.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing too. Is like that goes back to what we talking about earlier. Like just like respectable. Like respect is such a thing that's like. I feel like it's like looked over at times.
Yes.
Like
100%.
I push boundaries at moments. I'm be honest.
Facts.
There's times where I push.
Sure, everybody has.
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is, like, that's an easy thing to pass because you don't know everybody's boundaries at first.
Exactly.
And I mean, like,
but that's why I'm saying tread lightly off rip. Like
yes,
as soon as like off rip, when you like, I'll tell you. Okay, so I had this girl that I used to work with.
Shout out social distancing.
Shout out social distancing.
Just been fantastic. Bro.
Stay around the people that you normally stay around. You don't need to be around new people too much.
I love going out, dude. I love going to bars.
So
I love like that shit. But like
Give it time. Look,
Yeah.
it'll if you do the right things, it'll do what it does and it'll slide through and we'll be fine.
I'm kind of with the whole like you've been to places where like they have like dividers and shit now. Like I'm cool with that.
Oh yeah. We have those at my job.
Like I'm cool with like that forever.
Oh, I respect that. No, I can respect that because it does give
Like
you
if I go out to a restaurant and like it's just like a fucking wall right here. Cool.
Like, all right, cool. Makes sense. It's a little more intimate.
Yeah.
I respect that. I like that.
I just don't need to like know what the table next to me is doing.
Yeah, and that's fine. Honestly,
Ever.
I be feeling that most. That's how I feel like when you be going to a little Italian spots, like the little hole in the wall spots. I feel like they've been had dividers up. Like each table got their own little shit going, and then you have the little tables that sit in like the middle, and like
I hate those tables.
I get it.
If you like them, cool. I don't personally like
It
I
is
don't
what it is
like
for
say me and you are eating right now. You
Yeah.
and I. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You and I are eating, and like you don't need to have a table right here, like right next to me.
No, I get
bro.
that.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
'Cause
Like
I don't want to look at you. I don't even know you.
but like the fact that even if it was that close, you have something in between. Like now
True.
I feel like I have space. Even
Yes.
though it's the same space allotted to me,
yes,
I have my
but
my
there's
thing.
actually more space that's being
It's like
blocked off. Yeah.
urinals. Why are guys' restrooms like? Why don't they all just have dividers? Why are there some urinals that they're all open?
Honestly, that you know what pisses me off more about that? Sometimes
Why is everybody staring at your?
Yeah.
Why?
See, that's the thing that I don't get.
I get like. stage
Why
fright.
are you looking at my genitalia?
You know, bro, there's weird people out there. Also, why in stalls is there like a perfect crack that you can stare through?
That doesn't make sense either. It's like, why is there so much space?
Yeah, you can clearly see
I
through
need
that.
you. Like that was like back in like elementary school. You used to see motherfuckers like looking at you. You'd be like, why are you looking at me? I'm trying to take a shit.
Bro, elementary school kids are weird.
Yo,
I mean, I was weird too.
I was a weird elementary school kid.
Yeah.
Like, not crazy weird, but just like we were all weird. Like you're
You're a fucking kid.
when you're fucking 9 years old. Like you don't have any concept of like what the fuck is actually going on. Like you say some shit
No.
and like you honestly like you think it's the funniest thing ever, and you like think about that shit later, and you're like, wait a minute, I was saying some foul shit back then. Like kids are dicks.
Yo, no, the cool thing about kids is if you really want an honest opinion about something, ask a kid. They'll tell you. They don't give a fuck.
Facts.
There's not that like politeness.
A kid will look you in your face and say, "You look fat in that,"
Yeah.
and you'd be like, "God damn!" But shit, all right.
I gotta hit the fucking treadmill.
Honestly, run out. Whatever.
Honestly,
you
I've
gotta
been
do.
I've been feeling fat lately. Just, the only thing I haven't liked about quarantine is just and it's completely my fault. I'm not blaming, like it's giving me the opportunity to be even more lazy.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that I don't like as much.
Yes, because you don't have to move. Like you don't have to.
I don't need to
have
go
to leave the
anywhere.
house. Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to go anywhere. And like
I can't believe we're still talking about this. This shit started in March, bro. It's
This
fucking
shit-
August. It's 5 months in.
bro, this shit started in January. If you really think about it.
No, I'm talking about the quarantine.
Okay, the quarantine,
Like,
yeah.
COVID's been
Yeah,
known.
yeah, but like, yeah, quarantine. Okay, March. Yeah,
Like I'm talking about like you literally like shit
Go
shut
the fuck
down.
home.
Don't come outside.
don't do shit.
It's been like that. I mean,
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. On that note, I've been seeing some shit via the gram on people that I just follow, and I don't follow like a huge amount of people. Like I follow, a couple hundred people. But you motherfuckers that's like out in Vegas
yeah.
are like flying to Houston and like in strip clubs and like even out here, like motherfuckers in Costa Mesa, like on full on, like what the fuck are y'all doing?
Here's my opinion on that. I think that again, do whatever you want.
Your choice.
Don't-
Look, you have the freedom to do so. Make that clear.
Like consciously, if you make that conscious decision to go out and do that and like surround yourself with that many people, like don't then go out of your way to be like, oh, now I'm just gonna go kick it with like all these other people.
Yeah, no, you're a
Like
piece
stay
of shit
home.
if you do that.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
or I feel like if you're going out with those people, I need those to be the same people that you normally.
Yeah,
go
exactly.
Out
That's what I'm saying. Like at least like keep it consistent in that fact. Like you're already taking a risk
with. Yes,
by going out and like hanging in
shit.
groups. What's up?
the Uber Eats went too far.
I'm telling you, bro. They don't know. They don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna go outside real quick. We'll be right back.
Bet. I'll go with you. These hoes don't love you for you. They love you for your money. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Trying to see the wave files here, brother. See, we're still good. How long have we been going for?
Like 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way we're stopping at an hour.
Anyways, sorry, had to go get
Back.
Had to go get some.
We're back.
Some food.
We're back.
We're back now. Though.
We're back.
We're back. And we're
One.
Back. You know, hey, wait. You said that these women only want you for your money, or they love you for your money. Yeah.
I said these hoes.
Okay.
Different.
I
didn't say women.
We can't degrade them like that.
I'm not degrading anybody.
So is hoes referring to men and women?
Yeah, you could be a hoe as a man.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure. I just want to clear that.
Hoes is hoes.
Okay. So, because there are men hoes that are doing what I'm about to talk about.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I'm like a hoe.
But so what I was gonna say was,
what were we talking about?
look, that doesn't matter anymore. What I'm saying now is though, and this person will this person is gonna remain nameless, but you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about once I get into this
okay
topic.
Sure.
So, I've seen some things via the interwebs.
Are you talking about like
I'll get there.
like special U time internet things?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Great. Cool.
there is someone that we both know
Facts.
that
Maybe not facts. I don't know.
you do.
I do know.
You know.
I do know.
There are
Head ass forehead. Yeah. All right. Like I still don't know who you're talking about. Like,
But,
not
okay.
even based off what you just said.
They're in a subscription based
Okay. Yeah, I got
line.
you. Yeah. Okay.
And
Do I know someone like this?
you know who I'm talking about. But
I
that's-
do know.
Yes, you know this person. We went to school with this person.
Okay.
But this young lady does OnlyFans.
Okay.
And I follow her best friend via the Instagram, and I don't follow her on Twitter, but I look at her things sometimes. You know, they pop up.
I still don't know who you're talking about.
And so, anyways, this young lady, she does the OnlyFans, and her best friend, I remember at one point said via Insta story, if you don't fuck with my bestie getting the bag, then you don't fuck with me, so unfollow. And look, again, to each their own. These two young ladies both are relatively educated. They're college educated. And I just think that they both have more capabilities than to sell themselves in this manner. I think all women do. I don't honestly don't think that they should have to do that.
But if they want to, they can.
They can. There's no issue with them doing it itself.
Okay.
Because that is their choice. I just personally think that them two specifically
But do you think that like
could do better.
Well, do you think that they're just capping themselves at it, or do you think that like this is how they're making their money now, and then like they're working towards something else?
I think both of them live at home.
Okay.
So
Hey man, I'm just saying. I still don't know who you're talking about. I have like a feeling. I think I know what you're talking about, but like to me, like
of course, please, I'd love to hear that.
My shit is just like do it.
Okay.
Not bugging me.
No, it's not.
I'm not gonna pay
it's
you.
not bugging me at
No,
all.
no.
Yeah. Like I'm not paying for it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's my thing. Like if I don't know. Like I don't even think there's a situation you could put yourself in to be like, oh, like I invested money in you, and then like this is what you did with it. Then maybe you could be upset. Like maybe like if you were like, yo, I'm gonna like use this money. Like if you invested it was like a business, and I wanna like I'll take it and do something else with it, and then like then you just got caught up on doing this because you're making good money on them. Like maybe in that
Maybe
very
in a little
specific
sense, but they still like you invested your money into what they wanted to do with it.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's very hard to get upset about. I mean, a man can do OnlyFans too. Like that's not.
Oh yeah.
Like
you know what I've always wondered. Hold on, wait. I've always wondered like what do the dudes be doing on there?
I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Cause like I know like look I've seen clips. I know like there be chicks that like they.
How did you see clips? You paid?
No, I paid before. Yes, I'm really honest. Yeah, I paid before, and I paid before just because I was like I want to see what this is like.
Sure.
Yeah, like it's like porn.
I mean, yes, it is.
So I was like, all right, and I wasn't.
I think
intrigued.
I think the thing about a site like OnlyFans, I think the more appealing thing about it is I guess you'd feel more intimate about
yes, for sure,
the creation.
And you know like who
like you're single-handedly contributing towards the content.
Yes. And
kind of thing.
So that's where I'd be like because I'd be like, all right, like and look, I don't have OnlyFans anymore. Like I was like this is I get more off of like porn.
Yeah.
And I don't even be trying to like I haven't even been watching porn recently. Like I stopped watching that shit too because I'm just like this shit is just a waste of my time, honestly. Like,
yeah.
But nonetheless, I've always been like curious, like, what these dudes be doing on OnlyFans. I know some of these chicks be having they be fucking on OnlyFans. Like,
yeah,
the dudes be paying for it. Like, it's a porno, honestly.
Yeah.
And like, are these dudes doing the same thing, or are they just taking like nude chest pics?
I don't know. Again, I don't want to know. It's never concerned me.
It's funny to think about.
Yeah, I mean it is. I'm sure like you could do a lot of dumb shit.
Like I can only imagine being like OnlyFans, just like take a little chest pic and he's just like, yeah, I know you like to see these hard nipples.
If that's what you're into. If that's what you're into.
Yo, I don't know what these females are into. Honestly,
it's not my business.
It's not mine either. But
it's humorous to think about.
I'll give you that. I'll give you sometimes. Like, what are y'all into?
I mean, I don't think there's. I mean, there's a limit. You can't cross some lines, but like definitely like, I mean, when it comes to like that taboo subject of just like sexual stuff, like it's pretty limitless, dude.
Oh,
there's shit that I would hear now, I'm just
insane.
like, yo, what the fuck? Like, absolutely baffled by it. But people are just like, yeah, like that's normal.
And you're like, wait, what?
Like, there's people that are into feet, man.
I always thought, I was literally gonna say that right now. My homegirl posted the other day on Snapchat of like her and her roommate like toes were like interlocked, and she was like $5 feet pics, and I was like, she wasn't really doing it though. But
but like there's funny. People like the thing is like I didn't really realize like how like into feet people were.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a very like popular fetish.
Like don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. Like
sure,
don't get it wrong. Shout out Nelly, but yeah,
Nelly.
It was in the song.
Yeah, I was like,
okay, yeah,
yeah, all right. No, but like my shit, like I'm thinking about is just like that to me is. I'm not gonna look at you different. I'm like that's what you're into. Like cool,
yeah,
great, but like that's like the tip of the iceberg type of like fetish kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that too, like, oh my goodness. I think too that it's like, it's funny because people literally, whatever gets you going and like gets you there, that's on you. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I would, now there's lines and
that's what I'm saying. There is lines that you can't cross.
Hey,
there is.
And I'm gonna just say it. Keep your fucking hands off these kids. Keep your fucking hands off of these kids.
Facts.
Bro,
facts.
I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I didn't know too much about like this Jeffrey Epstein thing, right?
Bro.
So hold on.
That's a rabbit hole, dog. That's a rabbit hole.
I just want to kiss on it. I don't want to kiss. No, stop that right there.
Pause.
Retract.
Pause.
I'm retracting that statement. I want to touch on this real quick.
Okay.
Because I don't know too much about it, but I'm gonna watch the documentary.
I was gonna say that was my question.
I'm gonna watch the documentary.
I've watched I think 2 episodes.
Okay, so
already discussed.
We might have to watch that. We might have to watch that together. Like, not obviously today, but anyway.
Nah, yeah, that shit's like hour long each episode.
Yeah. So I had been seeing some things floating around via like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. So I hit up my cousin and I was like, hey, like, do you know anything about, this whole Jeffrey Epstein? I know what's going on. I know like that there are kids and there's this island and there's all these famous people, all this shit, right? And I know that like hypothetically this man, some things happened to him. He's not here anymore. And his Cody, as they say,
Jeffrey Epstein, I'll just clear the fact that dude didn't kill himself.
Look.
Nah, he didn't.
Look.
Nah.
I'm not going to sit here and say that he didn't.
He didn't.
But I'm not going to sit here and say that he did.
Bro, look at the list he left.
Look.
Anyways, we're going off the tangent. Yeah, what were you saying? You hit up your cousin.
So I hit up my cousin, and I'm like, yo, like, what you know about this Jeffrey Epstein? Like, yada, yada, yada. And I didn't know there was a documentary. I just thought
can I ask what why you asked your cousin, like specifically?
I asked her because I know she had posted some stuff, but she's also very knowledgeable in these areas.
Word. Does she have like a profession?
She
no.
Okay. She works in entertainment. She works in the music industry.
Word. Okay.
And so she just but she's just very knowledgeable. So she just
okay. I just wanted to I didn't know if like there's like a specific reason why.
I asked her. No. Other than I just know that she's knowledgeable in these areas, and I just and I go to her and I ask all my real dumb. Not even dumb, but just like I ask my raw questions, like, "Hey, like, what the fuck is actually going on here?" Like, I actually don't know.
Yeah.
And she'll tell me and she'll educate me without undermining my understanding.
Okay, that's cool.
So I hit her up, and she's like, "Oh, you need to watch." And I was asking questions, and she was like, "Hold on, you need to watch the documentary." And I was like, "Oh shit, there's a documentary."
Okay.
I didn't know. And so again, hey, look, knowledge is power. So if you don't know something, you ask to gain knowledge and understanding. I didn't know the situation. I asked, and she gave me this resource. So I said, okay, cool. So now I know, okay, I need to watch this documentary.
Right.
And dove into it more. And I haven't started watching the documentary yet. But even still seeing things, I want to touch on that saying, like, keep your fucking hands off of these kids.
For sure.
They are children.
100%.
They are children. I will say it again. They are fucking children. They don't get to make decisions for themselves. You are an adult. In any way, I don't care who you are. You could be the biggest megastar in the fucking world.
I don't. That's just like.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But this shit goes back way ancient times. You gotta think about like the shit that they were doing back in like the 1400s.
Well, yeah. The thing is like
it's all passed down.
People used to get like married at like 14 and have kids at like 15 normally.
That was a regular thing. But you were also,
But I'm talking about like these are like tribes.
Yeah, these are tribes and the fucking ancient. And maybe you're married to a man that's 20.
Yeah.
And you're 14.
Yeah. But there's no social construct.
There's no it's a different dynamic. You can't bring that into 2020.
But I don't think, like, even then, bro, I don't think it was like a sexual attraction.
No,
I think it's just like
you're getting married.
We need to keep the bloodline going.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm gonna get 3 goats from this.
These adults out here that are like, it's purely sexual fetish, bro.
No, bro.
It's purely
I can't.
You're the most fucked up type of fucked up.
I can't deal with. I don't care who you are, who's listening.
I think that's
the
most fucked up type of fucked up, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like. And there's some other I'm not gonna speak on it right now because I don't want to get into that. But there's other things that people do that I'm like, I think that's disgusting, but like it is what it is. But
it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different that like you could dislike something like I don't know.
For whatever reason. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Like
I'm
not into domination.
This opinion.
It's not opinion. No, it's not a fucking opinion. Like,
no. But they're like that's what I'm saying. Like some people have the audacity to say it is. No. Like I'm sure there's some people out there that are like, well, if you look at it this way, I'm like, there's no other way to look at it.
No.
Nah, dog. It's literally like you deserve to get fucking beheaded.
Yes, like no.
Actually tortured first and then beheaded.
Like I want to make sure that it is very when it is known fully. And this is shit that I think is crazy. Is like you have these guys like Brock Turner. Who is fucking who has
what do you have 6 months
100% yes 100% evidence to show that you are sexually assaulting a woman, and because of your stature and
is that still assault? He like raped her.
Yes, it's
the R word.
It's all of that, but yes, he raped her. That is, it was sexual assault. He raped her.
Bro.
And that's what it was.
Right.
And you get 6 months in jail.
Bro.
Not prison.
Nah, yeah.
6 months in jail, which was a county jail. They probably made sure he was very well protected because he had money and privilege.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, 100%.
And now I'm not saying go and hurt this man and do this and that other thing, because no. I'm not saying to go and do it.
But that's the thing though.
But
that's
if
like,
it happened, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like when you think of like when a person that gets convicted for that heinous shit, like touching a kid or like putting hands on a female type of shit, when they go into prison, bro,
it's a wrap, bro.
They have a target on their head.
Yes. And everybody
But
knows.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think that's also part of the punishment. I think it's very well known in our justice system. Like,
oh yeah,
how fucked up it is, like how convincing so. But like I think they know at the end of the day, like where we're gonna put you, and we're not gonna give you any protective custody and shit like that. Like,
no, you're done.
Like once we put you in a pen, bro, like you're getting fucked up.
Yeah, and
I think that's part of the punishment. I think that's why, like, if you get sent to county jail and you're in protective custody, you're in daycare, bro.
Yeah, we're like, all right, we're gonna watch you.
Well, that's the same shit. I've been seeing stories too, and I don't want to like. This is a lot lighter than the whole like pedophilia shit.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know if you want to get back to that topic, but like even
I mean, we don't have to go back there. I just wanted to touch on that just to say that, like,
stop touching these fucking kids.
Yeah, leave your hands off these fucking kids. If I find out it's somebody I know and you out here touching, like, me and you have a problem. But it is what it is.
But like what I was gonna say, like a lot of shit that bugs me right now too is like I've been seeing shit about like black moms that don't live in as good neighborhoods and they can't put their kids in a school.
Yeah.
Where they'll be more successful, right?
Yeah.
The school has more money. They have more opportunities to do shit.
Yeah.
Like they get sentenced to prison, bro.
Yeah.
Jail,
prison
whatever
time.
it is.
She got
prison time.
She got
you know
prison
what I'm talking about, right? I don't know the name.
And she got prison time
for using a family friend's address.
Yep.
Prison time. But then like a
mom
couple years
that
that like basically bribed a school to let their kid go there, a college.
Yes.
And she got like 6 months.
It was
some shit like probationary bullshit, like whatever. But like how different that is. Like this mom used a friend's address to go to a public school.
A public
school, bro. No money. It's not hurting anybody.
No,
it's not hurting anybody, bro.
It's not hurting anybody. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that her bribing
that didn't hurt. It didn't. That don't hurt nobody either. It maybe got rid of a chance for another kid to go there.
Maybe.
But this is different. This is a school that you're gonna pay for.
Yes.
So you have to.
But
you
also
have to
understand that's.
But like,
against the law.
Yeah, it's like, against the law.
We can't sit here and say it is against the law too.
That's what I'm saying. But like, why is it that a mom trying to get her kid into a better public school is getting prison time versus this person pays whatever amount of money, does whatever kind of favors, gets this very easy punishment?
I mean, but we know why.
I do know why.
We both know why.
I know why.
And if you know that situation and you know those two stories, and if you don't, look them both up.
Yeah,
but if you know them stories, then you know exactly why. We don't have to say it, but you know why.
Yeah.
And so it's just one of those situations where you're like, damn, another one bites the dust. Because it's not changing right now.
It's
that lady's still in prison.
It's upsetting how common it is.
Yeah. It's time and time and time again.
Yeah, bro.
On both sides. I mean, we could go on and on, story after story.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think it goes back to what like decision making and what people do for their own community.
Facts.
And I think that
I don't understand though, like why the people, like, I'm sure she had friends there that her kid went to school with. You know, she met people. Like, why aren't you upset also? Why aren't you saying shit? Like, I didn't see any outrage or anything like that. Why? Like, what's the deal with that also? Like, are you scared?
I think that people are they don't want to be put inside of a certain box. I think that's what it comes down to. It's like, you're
what box is that? Be a good person? You don't want to be in that box of being a good person?
It's like, but like, what I'm talking about in the box of like legality.
I guess, man.
But that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about those types of people.
Yeah.
They don't want to be put in that box of legality where it's like, the first thing that comes up, it's against the law. That's the first thing that comes up.
I get that being like an issue you want to think about.
That's why people don't do it.
But like
Especially,
you're not gonna get in legal trouble for speaking up for a friend.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like.
But I'm saying it goes back to that. It's about the stature and status.
Okay.
Who are you? Because
you can't go to your fucking friend Samantha's wine club next week because you advocated for your friend.
Exactly. Yeah, but there's people that won't do it because they want that still.
Fuck that.
But yeah. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck wine club. Fuck Samantha.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, all right.
I don't know Samantha. It could be fuck her.
I do, but I don't.
If Samantha's racist, bro, fuck her.
Yeah, if Samantha's racist, fuck her. The Samantha I know, I don't think she's racist. But that's neither here nor there.
That's a different topic, bro. Yeah. That's a different topic.
Oh wait. Anyways, though. But yeah, no, it's shit's out of pocket. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, and stop touching these fucking kids.
Yeah,
and if you're a dude and you out here and Shorty tells you like, nah, I'm good, get the fuck on. Like, that's it.
Stop.
That's it.
No means no.
Like, that's it.
That's a preschool.
You should have like
that's before preschool lesson.
Nah, it's no just like,
means
hey,
no.
like
That's your mom scolding you.
Yeah,
no means no.
I told you no. You can't have no fucking cookies out the cookie jar.
Oh, look what you did there.
So then if you get your ass beat,
no means no.
Yeah.
How hard of a thing is that?
It's not hard. It's not.
How funny is that though?
Like it's
not funny. I mean,
it's not. That situation isn't funny, but it's like
it's funny to think about. People are so dumb that they can't wrap their head around such a simple concept.
Yeah, like it baffles my mind.
On the contrary, fuck all these females that are falsely accusing dudes of rape.
Hey, fuck y'all too. Okay,
yeah.
And you know what?
You can't have one side without the other.
No, exactly. And you know what? And I saw
that's just as bad, bro. You ruined you. There's
so what was bro's name? It was that dude that was going to USC. He was supposed to go to USC, and that girl lied and said that he raped her.
Yeah.
And he got sentenced like 5. I think he was in prison for
got his scholarship taken away. Any
everything.
Opportunity for anything taken away.
And
just has a permanent stamp on his name.
And she got, I think, I want to say, don't fact check me, but I think it was a $1.5 million check off of that
way.
Yes,
bro.
I'm not joking.
Anyway, that's the same energy though.
It's the same energy. Yeah. Oh, so let it be known. We want y'all to know that right now. It's the same energy. You dudes. No means fucking no. If she says no, you're done with that shit.
Facts.
Same thing. Females, if you're out here and you're falsely accusing motherfuckers of doing some shit to you that he didn't do, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Facts.
We do not play that shit over here.
Facts.
And if it was my own homegirl and I knew and she was like, yo,
you're not my
like,
friend anymore.
Yeah, no, like we're like this shit is dead.
Cut
like
off.
this shit is dead.
Yeah.
And like I can understand if there was a situation maybe, you know, drugs or alcohol were involved. Maybe you didn't fully know what was going on.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I understand that.
Yeah.
But don't sit here and be like, oh, no, he did this. Like, or no, she did this. Like,
I think
let's play it. Let's play it for what it is.
Yeah. I mean, Rachel gave me a very good piece of advice, if I can call it this. It's just there's always two sides of a story, and then there's the right one.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
There's two sides and there's the truth.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's the right one, and then the two that the people are saying.
Yes.
Because the crazy shit, I learned this like when I was like 12 or 13. This is my dad told me. He said like your perspective is everything.
Yeah.
And that's how people are gonna always view shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could feel like you are 100% in the right and nothing is wrong on your end because that's your perspective of how you're viewing something. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, if someone sees something else, like they're gonna have an opinion. Mm-hmm. And then there's sides. And there's shit like that. But like I think when it comes down to shit where it's like, yeah, don't touch females if they don't want it. Don't touch these fucking kids ever. There's no two sides on that. There's one side. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's just shit like that, you know, where there's always like another side besides the, you know, touching kids kind of shit.
Yeah.
There's always sides.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of baffling. But I mean like that Brock Turner case, bro. Like there is evidence.
Yes, it's clear cut. It's clear cut to the point.
Did he plead guilty?
I can't say that he did.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
haven't looked super deep into that case. But what I will say is, and this goes back to some other things that I've seen too, and this is where it goes on. Like, this is gonna drop off into one of those double standard situations, but it's also the truth that shouldn't be happening.
Huh.
So there was proof to elongate. Brock 100% guilty.
Yeah.
Clear cut to
Facts.
the fucking point.
Facts.
Same way with like these teachers, these female teachers that be fucking their students.
Right.
Not only do they be fucking their students sometimes, but I've seen even a couple cases where like the teachers get pregnant.
Yo.
And I'm like, yo, wait a minute. I understand that, like, and I've seen a lot of those times though where like, hey, like those they throw the book at those ladies.
Yeah.
I've seen the book be thrown at them, and
Well,
I
it's
honestly
still pedophilia.
think, yeah, it needs to go on all like that needs to be going around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, no, they are a minor, and not even that. Even at 18, bro, like your prefrontal cortex is not developed enough for you to make full rational decisions.
Facts.
At
I mean, that's
18,
another debate.
That's a whole nother debate.
I wrote a paper on that in high school about if you're 17, 18, should you be tried as an adult if you like do some shit? I wrote that they shouldn't necessarily be like fully tried as that shit, but like it's I don't know if it's changed enough for me, honestly, bro, because like it really depends on how heinous the shit is.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, because like if you're 18, you shoot up 4 or 5 people. I still don't think that you get a break from that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I still think you need to be held accountable. Threshold.
You need to be held accountable for that.
But like, if you're like 17, 18 and you rob a place, like I think that you should be taken in consideration of like you're a fucking kid.
Yes,
and,
I can understand that.
And some shit happens. So it's very situational.
Yes.
And the context matters heavily.
But then that's where people say then it becomes on the side of, oh, are we going to trust our legal system, our justice system to skew those? And we also understand that for certain people groups that gets thrown the opposite direction.
100%.
So it's like I honestly just think that it should be an even keel playing field, but that's not reality, and we both know that.
Well, that's the thing. I like it in like a perfect society. Yeah. It would be fair for everybody.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's possible.
That's utopia.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to be 100% fair. Life's not fair.
We live in a fucking system right now where we have a president that says whatever the fuck he wants because he's the president. When the fuck has the president had like a Twitter and be talking about like yo, this man be telling us like, oh, like tweeting Iran, like, bro, like you're literally telling us like government stuff that's like going on in the world via Twitter.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, man. It's a weird time to be alive, honestly. It's a very insane. Weird time.
Hey, but look, like if you're living right now and you are waking up every day and you got a little bit of food in your stomach and you got bills paid and things are going, relatively okay, shout out to you because you've made it this far. If you're listening to this right now, I want you to know, hey, you're a champion. You've made it this far inside of 2020. You're still alive. You're moving. You might be stuck in the house. You might have been stuck in the house for the last 5 or 6 months and you only go to the grocery store and to see your grandma to drop stuff off. If you're still doing that, guess what? Congratulations to you. I want a round of applause for you because guess what? You're still here.
Facts.
You're doing some shit. We're here right now.
Facts.
And I think about that shit like I wake up and I'm like, damn, like I made it through another day. Like we still here. It shit might be a little fucked up. It might not be the best it could be, but it's far better than what it could be.
Facts.
So I just want to say that to you right now. I want y'all to know that y'all are loved, highly appreciated from me at least. Mm-hmm. I would say from us, but I don't want to speak for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree. 100%.
So then we'll say that too.
100%.
So from us,
I think
you
just
loved,
worded that very well. So I don't need to see anything on top of that.
You are loved. You are appreciated. You are far better off than what you could have been, and you are going to continue to grow and move into a place that is better than where we are right now. And so I just need you to know that. I need you to take that in, seep it, listen to it a couple times just so you remember, because that's what we're trying to do. With that being said, let's get off some sad shit because
we just been talking about some heavy hitters,
that's just
bro.
Been heavy right now.
Back to back to back to back.
That is what it is. But
you know what? I think what needed to be said got said. And if you guys have any, commentary on that or you thinking some other shit, please feel free to shut the fuck up. Just kidding. No. If it's on some serious real shit, like please feel free to say something. Like we'd love to hear it. But topics, bro. I mean, if you want to put this on your shit, then definitely like I'd love for people to give us topics.
Yeah.
to,
We
like,
want
look
topics.
into.
We want feedback. We want
100%.
conversation because
Yeah.
like that's what this is. Like we want to give you guys like our perspective, knowledge, insight, understanding, and then we want to hear what you guys think. Like stuff that you think you might want us to talk about. We'd love to hear that because we gonna keep doing this. This shit ain't stopping. Like,
Facts.
and we're gonna get into some crazy stuff for sure. Anyway, okay. So I've been thinking about getting a dog.
Okay.
So now, and I only say that because
What kind of dog?
okay, wait,
And
wait,
how
wait.
old of a dog?
Well, we're gonna break all that down.
Yeah.
So I mean, for y'all that don't know, most people that know me know obviously, but like I'm diabetic, type 1, and they do make diabetic service dogs
They
that
do
you
make
can
'em.
take. You can they
They
make
train 'em.
yeah they train them to be diabetic service
Yeah,
dogs.
no, I get what you're saying. I get
Yeah.
what you're saying.
So
yeah.
So I've been doing a little research.
Cool.
Wanted to see what insurance might cover,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. There's a guy we went to high school with that has him a diabetic service dog, and and he has given a lot of praise towards that dog. That dog has definitely helped him out a lot. And I know there's been situations.
I
where-
100% believe that.
yeah. So I've been in situations before too where I definitely like could have been better off if maybe I had a dog that could alert me, wake me up when situations are occurring. Because these dogs, for those of you who don't know, they are trained to smell the different pheromones inside of a human body and know when the blood sugar is either going too high or too low.
Yeah.
And so that's a great thing. And I love that. So I've been thinking about getting one. And, these dogs are low key. Like, I get it though. So I'm not mad at this price, but they're expensive.
Mad
bro.
expensive.
Like I'm talking about if I just had no insurance and I wanted to pay one like outright cash, bro, it'd be like 10 bands.
Yeah, I believe that.
So like, and I'm not mad at that at all because there's a lot of training that goes into this.
Right.
So it's not even that. Now, here's the thing though. This is what I was looking into because I look at loopholes and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Now, don't quote me on this, but one article that I wrote.
You wrote it.
All right, I said that. I didn't write it.
Okay.
An article
You read
that I
it.
read.
You read it.
I don't remember the name of the article, who wrote it, any of that. So don't fact check me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I read in the article, and this is where I was like, I don't know if this is necessarily true because I'm looking at the price of this dog that they're saying without insurance, right? This much, right? They said that the training itself was only like $1,200.
Okay.
So I'm like, can I bring my own dog?
I don't think it works like that.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like I've been like trying to figure that out.
I think it's.
Is it a certain type of dog?
There's certain dogs, and I think it's specific to the fact that like they get these dogs when they're like puppies.
Yes, and that's what I've been like.
They if you brought your own dog, it would be used to how it acts around like people and just certain environments. With their like the dogs that they use. It's like literally
from the ground up.
They're isolated,
yes,
bro, and
yes.
they're
and they're
trained,
still dogs. They're
trained to do a
so-
specific thing.
Yeah. So
And they're not like I'm not gonna say like this dog like, it's like it can only do this. Like
Yeah.
you could fucking chill with your dog. You can play fetch with it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like it's still the fact is like it's not gonna act like other dogs.
Exactly.
It needs to be, trained to not run up to random people.
exactly.
Like think about any other dog ever though.
But it's trained as a service dog for that reason. That's
That's
why
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
take it on
That's why it's
airplanes.
expensive.
That's why you can do all these things. That's why it's so expensive.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was saying that because that's actually something I've been thinking about.
I think it'd be a good move, bro.
But I think so too.
think it's
And
the
with
move.
insurance and things like that, it could come down a lot. Like it might cost me like $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah, bro, but you
Which
pay $2,000 or
could-
$3,000 for a puppy.
For a puppy
Like
that could save my life.
A bred puppy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so worth it.
So it's not even like that.
I
But
think if it's possible for you to do it, then do it.
I think so too.
I think it's just there's no negatives to having that.
No, not at all. Besides it just being, a dog. Like, but it's like buying a regular dog. You gotta feed it, take care of it, all that shit. Right?
I mean, the only thing you have to look at is that you can't. It's not like having a regular dog.
Exactly.
Like
It's not.
you can't like. I don't know.
You
Like,
don't. Well, yeah, you don't.
you don't
like,
take it
can't-
to the dog
you don't
park.
Take
You
it to the
don't,
dog
like,
park.
you don't
let it
do shit like that,
No,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
not the stuff you do. But I was saying that, and I wanted to bring that up to say this actually, because I was thinking about this. Yo, you people that be out here with regular dogs and put a little service dog vest on it or say it's a service dog just so you can take it everywhere you go, fuck you.
Yeah.
And I say that because that shit is annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I used to work for Disney. And the one thing I love about Disney is they're big on like, hey, like, you gotta have paperwork. Like, you got a service dog, cool. No issue with that. Bring it in the park. We have service dog locations, places where they can use the restroom. They need water. You need food. We got you covered.
It's a different scenario, bro.
Yes, because it's real.
Yeah.
I don't like these people that say, oh, I bought this $25 service dog thing on Amazon and now I can take my dog into the grocery store. And then your dog is in the grocery store
acting like a dog.
Yeah. And then I see people in there that have actual service. Like there's people that I see, and you in the store, and you are a trainer for a seeing eye dog. Mm-hmm. So you got him as a puppy. They're 6 months, 8 months years old. They're going through their training process, right? They have to do these things. Mm-hmm. And and this dog is trying to learn how to do a skill to help someone else.
Right.
Make their life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And then your ass is in the store with your dog, who ain't a fucking service dog, who wants to bark and growl and lunge at other dogs. And now this dog's like, oh, well, this dog's threatening me, and I'm a dog, so I want to defend myself, but I'm not supposed to technically defend myself because I'm learning not to do these things. And now they're confused, and I think you're a piece of shit.
Facts. So what's your opinion on like a lot of people will do like this certification for like a companion animal? Mm-hmm. Like they'll go there's like online psychiatrists and shit like
talking about like the emotional stress and shit
emotional
like that?
Support animals.
Okay.
What's your thing on that?
Okay. So that one's hard. And I only say that one's hard.
I think people abuse it.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm going to get to.
I know people, like I personally know people that like, oh, well, I want my dog or cat to live in my apartment, even though like
they don't allow dogs or cats in the apartment.
So I'm gonna do this to get around that.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think you're a piece of shit too. Yeah.
Or like, oh, like I get loving your animal. I get loving your dog. Totally. I get it, but like
you can move to a different apartment. Like that's what I think. Yeah.
And then there's people that like, oh, but I need to have my dog be able to sit with me on a plane.
Like okay, and like I get that too because I know that there's been like animals that have died and like I
understand that, but like you're abusing something that's not meant for that.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's what
I'm very much
back to say again, you're a piece of shit.
I'm very much an advocate for like take care of your mental health.
Yes,
if you're really at a point where
say that again, please.
Take care of your mental health, bro.
Please say it one more time.
Take care of your mental health.
Take care of your mental health.
Facts, 100%. So like, I think if you're at a point where like this is actually like beneficial for you, it isn't just because but I love my cat so much and I want that kind of shit. Like,
but I feel like people that do that actually get the animals that are trained to do that for them.
Like, but like the thing is like because it's so easy to abuse that kind of tool where it's like, well, I can just get around these rules in my apartment complex by answering a few questions, checking a few boxes, kind of shit.
Shout out Mickey's.
Like it's you're able to get around that, and I just I don't know, man. It's not hurting me personally.
No, it's not. I just think it's more of like
it's very much damaging the idea of taking care of your mental health and having your mental health not be a taboo subject. I feel like even shit like that where, sure, your cat's not going to go outside. You keep your cat inside all the time. Mm-hmm. It's not bothering anybody. The fact that you use that system that's meant
for someone who actually needs it.
There's people that struggle with that shit, dude.
Yes.
I've struggled with my shit.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But like, just to look at it so lightheartedly, like, oh, well, like, I could just do this.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. I feel like you as a person aren't respecting what that is meant for people.
Exactly, and
it bugs me.
It bugs me too, and I think that's kind of why I brought it up too, because I'm like I see that shit on a regular basis, and I'm like,
and the fact that like the next level up of like you bought a fucking vest for your dog, to be a service animal, like bro, like
and you put that on there, and then
these are literally like for medical well-being, bro.
Yes. And you're just like, all right, yeah. And I see your dog
you take it too
lunging around in the fucking grocery store or in Walmart and licking shit off the floor and going up to people. I'm like, Your dog your dog is barking at me right now.
The thing is, I don't get too is just like I've owned dogs.
Yes, both of them.
I've had
I love
a cat.
dogs.
Yeah.
I love dogs.
I love cats. I love dogs, bro.
Yes.
You know, I don't have. They're both very cool animals to have. I just don't understand the mindset of like a pet owner to think that like, well, I'm gonna go to their grocery store and I can't leave my dog here at home.
What?
Yes, you can.
Yes. Oh, I can't leave my dog in the car. Roll the fucking windows down.
Don't even bring your dog in the car.
No. Okay, look. Okay. Now, I won't say that because, look, I also get that, like, maybe you went somewhere. Maybe you took your dog to the dog beach, and on the way home, like, oh, we need to stop
Okay,
at
but
the
if
grocery
it's that situation, then yes.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying, though, is, like, roll the fucking windows down, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, your dog's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Don't be in the store for an hour with your dog in the car. Go in there, get what the fuck
Yeah,
you
well,
need.
what are you going to pull up on the grocery store for then?
Exactly.
Like if you're out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, like there's many ways to get around that situation. But like the thing is too, is just like there's people's mindset where like, well, I can't leave my dog at home or they're going to shit or like tear up my couch. I'm like, well, that's your fucking fault.
It's on you. Yeah.
That's your
You
fault.
should train your dog better or your cat.
Even if you adopt a dog that's like bad tempered, like
Put
understand
it in
what,
a crate.
understand what you're doing when you adopt an animal.
Exactly. Hey, also on that note too, like I mean, my family, I grew up.
Pause. Can I use yours real quick?
Please do.
Tell a story, bro.
No, look. I mean, I got bit by a dog once, so I'll give y'all just a little bit insight into my world. So, the year before, I hurt my kneecaps really bad on that tragic bike accident. I was at my my brother's house, and he had a Rottweiler. We don't have the same father, so we're at his dad's house, and his dad and my mom were very good friends. They'd been friends for quite a long time. So rest in peace to him. He's in a better place now. Love that man to death. But because of that, I grew up around dogs all the time. So we're at his house, and before that, we were at my grandma's house, and her neighbor had a lovely pit bull. So we'd go outside and we'd play with the dog. We'd have a great time. And so we're playing with the dog. My mom comes and picks me up from my grandma's house, and we go over to my brother's house. We're hanging out. We're supposed to go to the movies that night. We're all having a good time. We're at the house. So me and my brother, me and both of my brothers, because there's two of them, and so we're in the backyard. You know, my mom and their dad are in the house, and we're playing with their Rottweiler. And for those of you who know, Rottweilers, they're very large dogs, and dogs are very territorial. If you don't know anything about dogs, if you're like, I don't know shit about dogs, I've never really owned a dog before, don't know what the fuck's going on with a dog. Dogs are animals, and
Yes, they are.
yes, and they have, they're territorial. So, at my grandma's house, her neighbor had a female pit bull, and my brother had a female Rottweiler, and so we were outside playing, running around, doing stuff, and we're running around, and the dog kind of starts chasing me, and I'm thinking, oh, the dog's just chasing me, like it's no big deal, and then the dog jumps up and bites the fuck out of my shoulder.
Damn.
I'm talking about like bites my shoulder and takes me to the ground. And is like not tearing me up, but like she bit the fuck out of me. And my brothers are both like kicking the dog, getting off, pull the dog off. And I had on this cold. It was a cold, long sleeve, pink and blue striped polo shirt. One of my favorite shirts ever. And the dog bites me, rips up my shoulder. I still have a scar to this day on the back. On the back right, you see a teeth mark on the back and a teeth mark on the front. Dog bit the shit out of my shoulder. They got the dog off, whatever. Crazy thing was, my mom didn't give a fuck about me getting bit by that dog.
Word? She's just like whatever about it.
Yo, my mom didn't care at all about me getting bit by that fucking dog.
Why? What did she mean? What do you mean? What did she say?
So yo, that all happens, right?
Wait. The pit bull bit you or the
Rottweiler bit me.
Your
my friends, my brothers.
Grandma.
No.
Not grandma.
My grandma,
Yeah.
her neighbor had a pit bull. I was at her house earlier that day. Then we go to my brother's house. My two brothers.
Yeah.
So their dad, they had a Rottweiler.
Yeah.
So we're at their house. Yada yada yada.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So the dog obviously smelled the pit bull scent on me, because if you know dogs, they understand they can smell scents, and she's territorial. So she thinks she's a dog. So she knows I'm a human, but she's also like, what the fuck is this scent? What's going on? Bites me, right? I fall down. They get the dog off me. I get in the house. My mom comes over. What happened? The dog bit me. Yada, I'm crying. She looks at it. My brother's dad comes over. Oh my gosh, are you okay? We need to take him to the hospital. Yada yada. My mom's like, nah, he's fine. I'm sitting there crying. I'm bleeding. My shirt's all ripped up. She was like, nah, he's fine. He was like, do we need to take him to the hospital? Yada yada yada. We're supposed to go to the movies. So we're supposed to go to the movies like an hour, like after this situation happens.
Right.
So we're supposed to like in a little while be getting ready to leave, and my mom literally says, nah, he'll be all right.
Mom's cold, bro.
You know, she said, nah, he'll be all right. And we literally, like, cleaned it up, cleaned up the patch a little bit. I think she put, like, a Band-Aid on it or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we went to the movies.
Like, how bad was the bite, though? Like,
the shit was deep, bro. Like,
deep.
I still have scars on both sides to this day.
I heard that, but I'm just like...
So, like, it was a good, it was a good bite. Like, it was like, you get a good bite. Like, it wasn't, like... anything excessive. Like, I didn't get ripped up or anything like that. My shoulder wasn't all out of socket or anything.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things where, like it wasn't that she didn't care, but the way she came off was just like, nah, he'll be all right. Like, he'll be
That's
fine.
funny as fuck, bro.
And I was just like, yo. And so I ended up, like, and I'm pretty sure I wore the same shirt to the movies. Like,
damn, all bloody.
I just, like, I don't remember. Like,
oh, word. I was like, all
they
bloodied
might have gave me another shirt.
I hope they did.
Like, I can imagine they probably did, but
Yeah.
I don't remember. But it was just like one of those situations. I was just like, God damn, like, you just let this dog just bit the shit out of me.
Yeah. What did they do with the dog after?
I mean, like, his dad was kind of like, well, should I, like, put the dog down? And my mom was like, no, like, and that's what I was going to say.
I mean, like, right after. How did they handle the
right
situation?
after. Oh, yeah, my brothers had, like, they dog bit me, and my brother literally kicked the dog in the ribs. Like, he, like, yanked it. Kicked the dog in the ribs. She, like, let go. He grabbed the dog and, like, put it in their little kennel, Like, they had a little kennel.
It's kind of fucked to think about, like, hitting dogs, but, like, in those situations, bro, when they clamp down, bro, like, they don't let go.
Yeah,
they don't let go unless
they
you
don't.
do some shit.
And that's the thing I was saying is because, like, my family grew up breeding pit bulls.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom, I think she told me that she was like 6 months pregnant with me, and a little puppy followed my two uncles home from school. And so my grandpa was like, all right, well, so they ended up keeping it, and then my family started breeding pit bulls.
Yeah.
Just off that. And so we bred pit bulls, I think, from my mom being 6 months pregnant, I think until I was about, both my grandpa and my uncle, I think until I was maybe like 12 or 13.
Okay.
Something like that. So it was a good amount of time. So I was always around dogs in general. So I had been, like, clamped at by dogs before, and it never fazed me. And my grandpa knew too, like, there had been plenty of situations. I remember grandpa telling me a situation about one time, like, he was walking his dog, and the one thing we do not advocate dog fighting. Fuck all that. If you advocate dog fighting, any of that shit, get the fuck out of here. Like,
trash.
No, fuck you.
Yeah.
So we were never into that shit. Never happened. But all of our dogs were like guard dogs because my grandpa used to work security.
Word.
So my grandpa's walking his dog in the neighborhood, and some dudes he didn't know, he hadn't seen before, were out when they had their dog too. And the dude asked my grandpa if he fought his dogs. And at the time, I think it was his dog Lady. Mm-hmm. And so she's a beautiful pit bull. And I think it was either Lady or Brandy. It was one of the two. I can't remember for sure.
Right.
But my grandpa's walking with him, and I think that the dude had a Rottweiler too, which was very interesting. I don't remember for sure though, but I remember my grandpa saying that he was like, nah, like, he's like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, I don't do that with my dogs. And the dude had his dog by the leash clamp.
Oh.
And so my grandpa was like, hey, man, I want you to know now, if you let your dog off that leash, there's going to be a problem.
Right.
And it wasn't because my grandpa knew that dog wasn't going to be able to do something. It was more so if he knew what his dog was able to do.
Okay.
So it wasn't like,
your
dog's a piece of shit. No, it was like, I just know what my dog is capable of and what my dog will do to your dog.
Yeah.
And don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, this dude didn't listen. So
Word. He let him off the.
he let him off the leash. The dog starts coming at, my grandpa and his dog. And my grandpa told me that he said that he didn't move.
Yeah.
And our dog, the dog came at our dog, and our dog sidestepped the dog.
Broke his ankles.
And then, as he sidestepped, she grabbed him by the back of the neck, with her mouth.
Yeah.
And literally just flipped this dog and started tearing this dog apart. Fucking this dog up. And the dude was like, yo, get your dog off, My grandpa was like, nah, fuck you. I told you not to let your dog off the leash, and this is what you did, so this is what you get. And, my grandpa told me that our dog fucked this dog up. And then my grandpa would, he has, this... Because he has dogs and he knows that dogs get into interactions, especially our dogs do, they fight with each other and stuff like that. Nothing crazy, but he breaks them up. Yeah. And so, but because these dogs are so strong, he had this maybe, it was probably a 9 or 10 inch metal rod that he would keep on his keys. Or maybe it was smaller than that. Maybe it was 6 or 7 inches.
Okay.
But he would use that to stick inside of their mouth so that he could open their mouth up to pull them off.
Yeah.
So my grandpa said he had to stick that in her mouth to pull her off of this dog, and this dog's on the ground, fucked up. And my grandpa was like, yeah, and I took our dog and I just walked back home. And I was just like, yeah, bro, so it's just one of those things. You're like, bro,
that's crazy, man.
Keep that shit to yourself. We ain't out here fighting dogs, but also at the same time, not know your opponent, but when you know what your animals are capable of, and our dogs,
you got a warning.
You had a warning too. My dogs, I was never bit by any of our dogs growing up.
Yeah.
We had fucking huge. My uncle, our dog Napoleon, was probably one of the biggest pit bulls I had ever seen, in person. This dog was huge and it was aggressive. He was an aggressive, male pit bull.
Right.
And I never got bit by that dog once in my life. But I also know that if my grandpa or my uncle told that dog to get on somebody, they're fucked.
Yeah.
So,
not saying they would, but
yeah,
they had the ability.
Yeah, not they would, but that was the capability.
Yeah.
And that's what we trained them for, because that's what we were doing. And so it's one of those crazy situations where you're just bro, why would you put yourself in that position? Nah, I'm just here trying to walk my dog, and you want to out here and act stupid, and then when I tell you not to do something, you go ahead and do it anyways because you think you're whatever, Mr. Big Shot. And I'm gonna be real with you, my grandpa cut from a different cloth.
Yeah.
And my grandpa's also from Louisiana. So, he doesn't tolerate shit like that. If it really would have got out of hand, it could have gone a totally different way.
Yeah.
That man's dog might not have left that day.
Damn.
If it really would have gone down like that.
Yeah.
But luckily it didn't have to, which, praise God that it didn't, because we just, you don't want that. You don't want those type of problems.
Facts.
But even still, it's just crazy to think about shit like that, bro. Bro, I'm a grown-ass man. Don't try to sit here and, intimidate me with your dog. Who do you think you are? You go sit down somewhere.
I feel that. That's cold though, man.
Just to think about that, bro. Just a little sidestep and just I'm gonna fuck you up real quick.
That's crazy.
And you're just this not small. She was a good size pit bull, but even still compared to a Rottweiler, what's a pit bull's a smallerish dog.
Rottweilers are big, bro.
Rottweilers are big ass dogs,
real big, bro.
Honestly, with a dog I've been thinking about wanting to get is a Cane Corso.
Oh yeah,
Italian Mastiff.
Yeah.
So I think that I did a lot of research into those. It was crazy to think about too, because when I started looking them up, I found out that the dog breeding community thought that they thought that they were gone, and then they found them after World War II, I want to say, in the southern part of Italy.
Damn.
Some people were just out there and they still had them. They were breeding them. And then this dog became really big because it was a good size, super athletic dog. And the females, I feel they're leaner and they're still big dogs, and they're aggressive. They're not aggressive per se. They're sweet dogs, but they can be aggressive if needed to be, and if you train them in that accord. And I just think they're beautiful dogs. I think they're amazing. I definitely I love pit bulls. I'm definitely gonna get another pit bull at some point, but I definitely want to get a Cane Corso as well.
Right.
I've also been looking at those Belgium Marnwalls.
Maramus or whatever.
Yeah, Marmuse, something like that.
Some shit. It's like police dogs.
Yes, they're they're police dogs. But those, the thing about those is they're super you
they're
have to be
and
you have to That dog is a dominant dog.
The homie. I don't want to say names on here.
Yeah.
But he had one growing up, and he was basically just like, it wasn't like having like a normal dog.
No.
She fucking knew what to do. She was smart as fuck and could do what you wanted to do.
Yep, and you just let him do it. Like, and they fucking like
they would tell me stories about like there was like their neighbor. She would like hop their fence, go hang out with them, and then just like wait out in the front
for them to come back.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Bro.
Yeah, so like they're very intelligent dogs. I've been wanting a golden retriever, bro.
I love golden retrievers. Grew up with a golden retriever.
I don't think at this moment in time it's the time to get a dog.
Rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah,
that was the golden retriever that
we had a golden retriever and a lab, yellow lab mix.
Yo, I feel like I remember that dog.
Possibly.
I feel like I remember that dog for.
Yeah, he was still around like when we first met.
Yeah, I think so.
That was a fucking.
That was a dog.
That was a dog. That was the dog. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like people do a lot of golden retriever lab mix and it works out really well. I know that they have I know like labs get some issues when they get a little older. They get tumors and they get cancer.
Yeah.
But I feel like golden retrievers I've never
units.
Yeah, like
fucking units.
They go forever.
Yeah.
I think the dog that my aunt had and my cousin and my uncle, I think they had that dog for almost 15 years.
Yeah,
like that dog, and it was a great dog, like amazing dog. It was so funny too. I remember like Chester was never allowed inside the house. Like they were like, "No, you're an outside dog." But every year, bro, Christmas
inside
that dog got a bath, and then he had his little bow tie, and he had his little bed by the door, like by the sliding glass door. And he would just chill right there. He might walk around a little bit, like around the living room, but he wouldn't go any further than that. He wouldn't go up the steps or anything. He would just chilled right in there because he knew, like, this is my spot. Like,
that's sick. That's sick.
So it was cool, and I love that dude. I want a dog again, bro. I miss it.
Yeah, I know I'm able to take care of a dog. I just at this moment in time, I want when I get a dog to provide it with the best.
Yes.
Living situation.
Yes, exactly. Hey, yo, and I said too, like, you people out here that are just going out like getting dogs right now because like, oh, I'm in quarantine, like I need something, bro. Your dog's gonna be fucked up when you got to go back to work eventually. Like, you can't stay at home forever, and you think like, okay, like in certain circumstances, like your jobs might veer off to where you can be, home.
Right.
More. That's fine, but like. For you motherfuckers that got to go back to work at some point, like, you got to go back into an office, and, like, your dog's going to be like, yo, why does this person keep leaving? They're going to start getting, like, abandonment issues and, like, separation anxiety, and that's going to fuck them up. Yeah. And I'm not saying, like, don't get a dog, like, don't do it. But, like, you also got to make sure they understand, like, oh, okay, like, you're going to go, this is going to be your time.
Think
like,
a couple steps ahead.
Yeah, think a couple, that's essentially what it boils down to. Yeah. Think a couple steps ahead. Because
that's not like, even here, like, I'm sure a dog would be happy to kick it at home, but, like, this
isn't the environment.
It's not it, bro.
It's not the best environment.
It's not there's not a big yard.
No.
I take it out for walks and shit like that. It's just like I want to be able, like, when I get a dog, to be like, yo, like, fucking happy all the time.
Yes. All right. I'm putting my dog outside. They got a yard. They got space. They can smell around, do things, trees and all that. Boom. I'm gonna go to work, do this, down the third, whatever. Come home. Cool. My dog's cool. We outside. We inside. Everything.
Exactly.
I get that. No, that's the way. Personally, that's the way it should be, in my opinion. But like, not everybody thinks that way. I don't think people should be having like dogs in apartments. Personally,
it depends on the dog.
Depends on the dog. Yes,
I think smaller dogs.
Smaller dogs, yeah, cool. Yeah. I don't have an issue with that person. I think bigger dogs. I think you need more space. You need more outside.
They want to run around, bro.
They got energy, bro. They need to let that shit out.
Animals.
And you people too that be like not taking your dogs on walks or like to the park and then be mad when your dog tearing shit up in your house. That's your fault.
Kind of trash.
Like, you're a piece of shit. Like, for real. Like, take your dog to the park, bro. Like, let your dog run around. Like, take it to the dog park. Like,
it's you when you get it, you're signing up for certain responsibilities.
It's like having a kid.
Recognize it.
It's different, but it's like it's similar to having a child.
Yes.
In certain aspects, it's not the same. Do not sit here and say that it is. And what are you talking about, Nico? What are you doing? A dog is not a child. No, a dog is not a child. I'm very well aware of that. But a dog has similar qualities in what you need to do to take care of them. Do you not play with your child to make sure that they can get their energy out? Like, you don't just lock a kid in the house all day and then be like, do this, do that, whatever, and then be super mad when they they running around screaming and hollering, because you understand that they got energy. They need to let that out.
Right.
So a dog doesn't scream and holler, but it might run around, it might chew shit up, it might, tear things up. You need to train your dog to also not do those things, but you also need to give it a space to let its energy out.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just like you as a person. Like, but what the fuck do I know, dude?
What the fuck does anybody know?
Honestly, I be thinking about that sometimes. Like, what do people actually know? Like, what do you know for a fact? Like, I know, like okay, like I know for a fact, like the sun gives us light. Like, that's facts.
Yeah.
But like when they say like the sky is blue and they say it's because of the reflection off the ocean, like
I don't know about all that.
I don't know that for a fact. Like that's
Not
what
a scientist.
that's what you tell me, and I'm not a scientist, so I'm not gonna sit here and say like, yeah, that's law. Like I don't know, but like I might believe you because like I guess
if you could prove to me, sure.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
I
Like,
honestly don't know what the reasoning why. Some with the atmosphere.
I wonder though. Like I wonder like why it would be blue. Like
some with the atmosphere. Some with maybe the reflection of light.
Yeah, reflection of light. Layers.
It's getting trapped in there. I'm sure it's something along those lines. I'm sure someone way smarter can explain it in better words.
For sure. And that would be honestly to hear that. I would love to hear that. Like I'd want to like sit here and be like, oh, okay, like why is it? Oh,
you're a scientist.
Hey, if you're a scientist and you want to come kick it and just
if you got mad facts.
Hey, if you got facts,
come drop facts.
We'd love that, honestly, because I love facts. Like, facts make the world go round.
Facts,
not fiction. But I like fiction, though, because I like a little drama in my life sometimes, you know? Hey, honestly, have you ever watched Love Island?
No.
All
Bro,
right.
that's another thing. Same thing I feel about caring about celebrities.
Yeah. Reality TV, not the deal?
Dude, it's the same shit.
No, it is, for sure.
And the same, like, shows like The Bachelor, absolute fucking garbage.
Yeah, no, totally get it.
Absolute garbage.
I will
absolute
say this.
Waste of time.
I will
that
say.
show, what, is an hour long?
I think it's an hour a week, yeah.
Do something with that hour.
For a minute.
Do something with that hour.
Oh, facts. But I mean, it's just like watching any other
I get, no, you know what? That's being too harsh.
So yeah,
if that's your way to cool down one thing, just don't tell me about it.
Yeah, okay. I get that, yeah. It's funny too, because
don't make it that big a deal.
Yeah. And
I do a lot of dumb shit on my spare time, and I like watching dumb shit. And you know what?
Facts, yeah. And
cool.
that's the thing.
If that's the thing you like, one thing, just don't preach it to me like
it's law.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because I'm never going to tell you, like, oh, like, the dumb shit that I'm really into is something that, like, you need to respect. Because you don't.
You don't. Not at all.
I enjoy it for my personal reasons. You enjoy your things for your personal reasons. I probably don't give a fuck about them.
And that's okay. I think that's
and
the problem.
I'm not trying to say that in a disrespectful way. I'm just trying to say, like, it's really not going to be something that I have an interest in. Just like other people are not going to have an interest in, like, what you're into.
Yes, 100%.
Just don't push the agenda on me.
I agree with you. And I don't push
everything.
I just think that Love Island's just funny. It's just funny.
I believe you. I probably, even if you say so, I probably will never.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. I just think it's funny. It's just like because it's stuff like that, bro. It's like okay, if that's what you like
exactly.
Cool. Like there's people that
I'm glad you
like,
found something you enjoy. Honestly,
horror,
that's what I say to you.
If you're into like horror and murder mysteries, like I'm not into that. I don't.
Yeah,
but
if
do.
It's what makes you happy.
Cool.
Love your life, bro.
I fuck with that. Honestly, that's the best way to go about doing things. Sometimes just find what makes you happy. That's not harming to other people. Not.
Just don't push it on me, man.
Don't push it on me if it's not anything that's like disgusting and against the law.
Stop touching these fucking kids.
Say it again.
Stop touching these fucking kids.
One more time.
Probably stop touching these fucking kids.
Not probably.
100%.
Stop touching these fucking kids.
Bucko, stop touching these fucking kids.
Let me find out you touching kids and me and you gonna have a problem.
Yeah, facts. Anyways.
Nonetheless. So, with that being said, at this point in time, I really feel like honestly, bro, you made some crazy beats today.
Well, thank you.
Those are pretty hard.
I appreciate that. It's been a minute, man.
It has.
I've not been able to, and I'm not mad that I haven't been able to. I mean, we had Rachel's mom here, and we let her use this room and have her space. So like,
and then I was gone for 2 weeks in Nashville. So like,
it was a break.
Yeah, it was a good break though.
It was a good break. We got to hang out with her and. It's it feels great to be back in here in the space and like I've been able to crank shit out, you know.
That's good. I like that.
But like,
but I didn't tell you, bro. While I was in Nashville, I had my first Confederate experience. No. Okay, not my first. Technically my second.
I mean, where we went to
high school doesn't count.
Where we went to high school, yeah. I would
high
say
school,
that we had some
but like
Confederate
there was a flag flown one time and that shit got shut down very fast.
In high school?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The basketball game.
Yeah, that fool's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
But it is what it is. But I was my friends that I was staying with, you know, they own a coffee shop and So I'd go and work sometimes, then I'd go over there and just hang out and shit like that. And I was leaving with the husband of the family that I was staying with, and we were going. I think we were going back to the house, or we were going to pick something up or whatever. Okay. And we're sitting in the car, and I look over. So right next to their coffee shop is I think a mortuary, either a mortuary or a cemetery, something like that.
Okay.
Like, so I see well, I had two instances with the Confederate flag out there. Yeah. It was kind of interesting. But it was also Tennessee, so like I wasn't not expecting it, but I also was like, I doubt it, like whatever. And so this guy was riding a motorcycle, and there was a nice, just little small like window style Confederate flag on the back of his motorcycle, and I was like, wow, that's very interesting. I wasn't expecting that. And then we were out on the lake one day, and this guy is in a full like Confederate flag board shorts, Confederate flag bucket hat, and I was like, goddamn, like. And no one else was anything like. Everybody was cool. No, he didn't give me any problems. Like,
okay,
we played we played volleyball together. He didn't say anything. Like, it was cool. Like, there was never an issue whatsoever. Like, I had no problems all that whatsoever. I've had more problems out here dealing with shit than I did in the 2 weeks that I was out there. But I found it very intriguing.
I want to know like what is the driving factor to use that flag. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm aware of the sides of the Civil War,
yes,
and why they chose to.
Yes, you and me both.
Yeah, why they chose to use that still. Like, they lost the message that they were trying to use. Like, I get, like, every country ever with their flag is going to be like, oh, we're all about freedom and shit like that, bro. Nazi flags, the same shit.
Same thing.
We're all about the dominant,
and that is abolished.
You know what I'm saying?
Abolished.
So like, what is it now?
Well, I just don't understand
what are you
why.
hanging on to?
Exactly, and I don't understand too why. Like,
you think this is gonna be part 2? Nah, bro. I mean, now more than ever, more likely, but still not.
Not in that same facet. Yeah. But even in that, like, I just it's a crazy one to think about. Like, even in Germany, bro. Like that Nazi symbol is like abolished. Like,
it's crazy to me. That is
it's against the law.
Everybody recognizes that history, right?
Yes,
it's a part of history that happened. It's an unfortunate part of history,
but it is.
It happened. People from Germany are embarrassed about that. That's like a blemish on their culture.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like they feel
they hate that shit.
Yeah, exactly. But for us, there's people out here that use that as like a sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? Like I respected what they were doing, and the South will rise again, brother. Kind of shit. I'm like, don't fucking talk to me.
No, please do not. Stay the fuck away from me, because you might make me act out of character, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, like, with that, I'm just like, why is our like, as a country, our mindset, like, we're able. I understand.
Sometimes I think people's just pussy. Like, they just pussy to just be like, nah, fuck that shit. But that, I mean,
I feel like it's really just covering up some
oh,
very low key, high key racism shit.
Yeah, it's just keeping it there. Like, hey, you gonna still remember the fact that we was fucking y'all at one point.
Yeah,
and like, why? I'm not talking about like figuratively. I'm talking about literally like like.
Yeah. I got you.
So like,
we
want you to know that we still have power.
Yeah,
we want you to know that we're still on top, and we still run this shit, and you still have to do what we say.
Right.
Now they just do it in a different form and fashion.
Yeah.
They might shoot you and put it all over social media.
Yeah.
And it is, I'm not saying it is what it is. I'm saying that shit needs to stop.
Facts.
But that's their way of being like, we still have control.
Right.
And we're going to keep using this. So like.
Yeah. A lot of people, like I think a big argument for that, like trying to look on their side of shit is like, yo, freedom of speech. I'm allowed to express how I feel about certain things.
Yep.
But why?
Yeah. What kind of person why do you need to express that?
I mean, if you could give me a valid reason where...
But I don't think anyone can.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. They can't really give you a valid reason.
Like, what about that flag still?
because we all knew what it stand for. Like, you're trying, like, if you want the Southern, that during that time, that Southern way of life was based off of
The whole war was based on like
slavery.
Yes.
It was based off of being able to not
own
own another person.
Own a person.
So you want
What are you
to
talking
own,
about?
like, you own me, and I understand that slavery has been around since the
It
dawn
isn't
of
just.
time.
It isn't just. Yeah.
But it's
white
deeper
people
than
owning
that.
black people.
No, it's deeper than that.
Yeah.
Like, no one needs to own anybody. This isn't like indentured servitude where like you're paying off a debt. That's a different structure and a different time frame and a different way of life and a different format too. We're talking about legitimate, actual, I own you. I do whatever the fuck I want with you, and no one can tell me shit because you are my property.
Crazy.
That's like me owning a house and saying I can go inside the house and I can beat the fuck out of these walls. I can put whatever I want on it. I can put anything I want inside here because it's mine. I can do whatever I want.
right.
You're talking about another human being life with a conscience and feelings and emotions and potentially children and structures and culture. And you're saying, hey, fuck all that. I tell you what to do.
Right.
I do whatever I want to you because I own you. If I want to beat you to death right now, I can, and no one can tell me shit.
That's crazy.
That's what that flag stands for.
Facts.
So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
That's the thing, though, dude. People will be like, "Oh, well, that's not what it's about," and I'm like, "But it is."
But it is because that during that time, that's
but it is.
It's
That's
exactly
where
what
it
it's
came
about.
from. That's where it came from.
So
You can't change the meaning behind it.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
You can't change the meaning behind that.
Don't come to me with that argument.
Well, now it means, like, we're independent, we're just, like, we really love the fact that we have our rights. I was like,
You don't got rights to shit, bro.
sure.
You don't have rights to anything when it comes to that.
I don't know, man. I still,
don't own
like,
me.
the thing is, I just can't wrap my head around the fact that you need to use that as a symbol of freedom.
I
for
can't
you.
either, dude. I couldn't tell you.
It doesn't add up, bro.
And I don't think it ever will because it didn't add up to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't rebrand.
You try to
rebrand the Confederate flag. You can't
rebrand this.
You can't rebrand the Confederate flag, bro.
Nah, you're gonna go ahead and just tear that down. Like,
We
go
just
ahead
get
and
rid
throw
of it
that in
all
the
along.
trash. leave
It's
it-
the same thing with like statues of Civil War, like Confederate heroes. Why?
Now I was talking to, actually that's a good topic you bring up because I was actually talking to somebody about that and they were talking about
I get it's a part of history, bro, but
so that's what they were saying. So it's kind of like, so you know how like back in World War II there were like all of these people, like there were like military men that had taken, remnants of statues that were, in Italy and things like that when towns were getting blown to smithereens and they're like, oh,
you're trying to preserve the culture.
No, but people were just taking them because they were just like, oh, like we're just taking.
Oh,
these
we
things.
want
like,
it.
Yeah, we just want.
Oh, I thought you
this.
talking about like people like trying to secure.
No, not that.
Okay.
I'm talking about those things, right? So they took these, and then years later, then like people either resell them or they get found out about and they get put in these museums. So the person I was talking to was having a conversation with somebody else, and they were saying that they didn't think that the statue should be taken down. They think that they should be left as a memory to see like, hey, this happened, and we need to know that so that it's there as a reminder where not to go back to. And I said I disagree with that in a sense because you could do that in a museum,
Right.
and you're not giving praise to it by having
Right.
it there.
It's
but
a piece of education.
It's a piece of education. You're saying, hey,
Yeah.
during this period of time, this is what was going on, and look where we're at now. And you go through the history. It's history. It's a part. Like, no one wants to sit here. Like, no one is going to sit here and say Nazi Germany and the things that they were doing were good, and them killing all the Jews that they did was a good thing, and like we need to praise that. No, but it's still in the history books as something that happened. Those concentration camps are still standing to a certain degree, and it's like, hey, they're here as a remnant of this is what happened, and this is what we're not going back to.
Facts. But I feel like it's different. I'm talking about like statues in the South or like schools named after.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
like
no.
generals.
I don't think that those guys should like take them names off of there.
Get the statues out. Bro.
I think take the.
You put them in a museum. You have a lesson behind it.
That's what I think. I think
Cool,
take the stat.
cool,
I think
cool.
take the statues.
Educate people. Let them know what was fucked up.
Yes.
Don't do it again.
I think that yes.
But for people that are viewing
But I don't
it,
think
like
just
you put
outside chilling, in the
like
sunshine.
by a fountain.
Yeah, no, get the fuck out of here with that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where I'm.
But
saying
I still
like,
think that's all the same mindset. Like that's the mindset that people have down there. It's
Yeah.
like, well, we have to recognize the heroes of the.
It's
the
like you're
other
not a hero.
side.
That's
But,
not a
like,
hero.
They were
What
on
are
the
you a
wrong
hero
side.
for?
They were on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And it's weird to say because like the people that win wars are like they write the history kind of deal.
Yeah. For lack of better words.
But I think in this instance, like people would still recognize that was a fucked up thing.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Even if let's say the Confederate Army won. Very fucked up. I don't know what that situation would have been like. I don't really want to think about it too
what that would
much.
even look like now.
But
they didn't. So fuck.
But
'em.
even if they did, you know, like there would still be people forever that would be like, nah, not good.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
It would
exactly.
eventually collapse.
Yeah.
There's no way that
There'd be a revolt against it. in some shit, yeah.
like their basis was we're better than these people and we can own them
Yep.
and we're better than these other rights and like all that kind of shit. Like it would have not lasted. Like that mentality doesn't last.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So what I'm saying is just like, how do you still like latch onto that?
Bro, it's a deep-rooted, fucked up, twisted way of generations of life.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's generationally passed down.
You know what's crazy, man? Is I forget her name. The first black girl to go to.
Yes.
What's her name?
I
don't know her name.
That was in Arkansas.
I read it. Yeah.
Yeah, Little Rock.
Fuck, bro. I'm disappointed. I don't know her name right now.
We could honestly
do it, but she's like my grandma's age or younger than my grandma.
Yeah, exactly. And people be trying to like play that shit off.
Oh,
in
like
black
this
and
shit
white.
was so long ago.
Nah, bro.
Like that's not how we are. I'm like, bro, like literally like 2 generations ago.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like
she's still alive.
exactly.
She got grandbabies now.
Let me see here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and people forget that. Like they try to do like the civil rights movement and Ruby Bridges.
Okay.
Yes. So let's see. Yeah, 6 years old. Ruby Bridges advanced to. Let's see. At the tender age of 6, Ruby Bridges advanced the cause of civil rights in November 1960 when she became the first African American student to integrate an elementary school in the South. 6 years old.
Yeah.
This girl goes probably in like what?
I'm more
Like
concerned about
first grade, kindergarten.
Kindergarten. My shit though is like people aren't able to realize like how raw that still is.
Yeah.
How fresh that still is.
Yes.
There's people out here that are driving cars.
That's
older than
1960. Well, my grandpa was born, I think, in 1942 or 43.
Yeah.
So like,
that's what I'm saying, dog.
what?
But people are out here like trying to push the envelope, the agenda of. I was so long ago, like we've come so far. I'm like, nah, really?
It wasn't that. Yeah, it's like it wasn't that long
really.
ago.
Even relatively speaking of how long, like people have been around, like
1960.
the
was,
U.S. is still only
was
what
60
like
years ago.
the U.S. is not even 300. Am I doing that math right?
Yeah, 76.
17, yeah, 76.
So 86, 90, 86, 96, 2006. So like a little over 300 years.
Is that it?
So, not even, because it's 76.
It's not even 300.
No.
Yeah,
So
not even 300.
if it's like 86, 90, yeah, no. That's like 200 and, 200 and something.
Almost.
200 and some change.
50 years. 56
250?
years. 56 years ago. Then we're 300 years old.
Yes.
As a country.
And it's not that long. Get
What?
the fuck out of here. Idiots.
Yeah, don't push that shit on me ever though. Like, oh well, but we've grown so much. I'm like,
We have
not,
grown.
Not possible to grow that far yet.
Yeah, we haven't grown that far. We've grown relatively well.
Sure, we've definitely made advancements.
We've made good advancements. But if you think about like what was going on all prior to,
Could you imagine though, bro, being like, I mean, you could speak on this more than I. I mean, it's not like my family got a good rap also.
Of course, no, yeah. Trust me, I know.
But
yeah.
like in the sense of like your grandfather didn't have rights.
Yeah.
Until he was about 20 something years old.
Yeah. My grandpa fought in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And still came home and got called a nigger to his face.
Yikes, dude.
So like think about that in perspective. So
no, it's like what I'm saying is like,
well, no, even think about this. I believe it was my great uncle.
Mm-hmm.
So my grandfather, my great grandfather. So my great grandfather's brother. I want to say. My mom told me this. My mom has told me this story. She told me this story when I was young, honestly. But again, they grew up in Louisiana. So we're gonna start there.
Okay.
It's Louisiana.
You're in the South, bro.
In the South.
Yeah.
Deep hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
In probably the 50s. I'll say the 50s. I don't think that's true. I don't know for sure, but it's in that realm. And a Caucasian woman said that either my great uncle had either looked at her or something, catcalled her, something of that accord, right? That didn't happen.
Right.
And he was hung.
Word.
So, we put this in perspective. This man was hung.
Yeah.
For a woman saying that he did something.
Yeah, bro.
Just saying it.
Yeah.
So we've grown in a lot from there. But that was only 70 years ago.
That's so crazy, bro.
My great grandma is 80. She's in her 80s.
Young.
She's in her 80s.
She's a young great grandma.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandma had my mom when she was 18. My mom had me when she was 24.
You had a young family.
So yeah, it's a young family. Yes, but I mean that made more sense then.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, like she's in her 80s and she was alive and understood that situation.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa was alive and understood that situation. That's part of the reason why my family, like my great grandpa, like they moved out here.
I bet it's a lot more tolerant.
There's more to the story, and I mean I would definitely like have to sit down with my mom and tap into that a little bit more.
Get all the facts.
Yeah, and I could even, I mean I don't know if I would want to, but even sitting with my grandpa and kind of asking him about the situation and just his perspective on it.
Yeah.
But even to think about that, dude, like that was I want to say in the 50s. So that's only 70 years ago that was going on.
Crazy, bro.
And we're still on the same shit. And we're still on people like you, like I'm gonna be real. I don't react to people calling me a nigger.
Okay.
And I don't react because I know that that's what they want.
Yeah.
And I know that it'll be more detrimental to me if I react because you called me something.
Yeah.
I know I'm not no nigger.
Yeah.
Like, I know where that word derives from.
Yeah.
I know what it means.
Yeah.
I know what it was used for. And
Right.
that's not what I am.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to react to that. Me
Yeah.
personally. Now, have I reacted to it in the past? For sure.
Yeah.
Do I tolerate it? Fuck no.
Yeah.
So let's just make that very clear. Like, you
That's the
keep that
difference.
shit to your fucking self.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Like don't come at me.
yeah, don't come at me with that. Like, because because if you catch me on an off day, it might be a problem for me because I might react a certain way.
Yeah.
But I've just grown to teach myself to not do those things. But at the same time, you're like, you're going to be mad at somebody for their reaction when you know the power and stance behind the statement.
Yeah.
But why are you saying it? Because you want to feel empowered. And that's what it's like. You've lost your power. Don't come at me with that shit.
Right.
I don't think black people, like, if you are of African descent and you're listening to this, don't react to that shit.
I have a question for you. I'm
Please.
Devil's advocate here.
Please.
I don't mean this in any ill manner. What is your opinion on the argument of like people saying, well, it's just a word and people give power to that word? Like, it's just a word. Like what do you think of that one?
I think it's like
like in the sense of they try to be like, oh well, like it's just a word. Like the more we say it and make it like just a
yeah.
You know,
I
like
mean,
I don't know if I'm phrasing this correctly.
I understand what you mean,
but yeah,
and
there's people out there
I know
that'll
people.
be like,
Yeah, so people like that. Yeah,
and there's people also that they're like, well, like black people call their friends that and stuff like that. You know, like, and you've called me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. We've been in that space before.
Yeah, like, but it isn't like, I don't know. People are just like, well, how come they're allowed to say it? Like that whole argument, like
Yeah.
what, like why? Like, what do you think
I think
of
that
as a?
I've grown away from using the word. I still use it from time to time for sure, but I've grown from I've grown in a space to where I try not to use it as frequently, even with other black people.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
because I think we could venture away from that. I think we're better than that. I think.
Do you think that, like,
I don't think
being in the black community, like being around friends, family kind of thing, like, do you think that it needs to go away forever? Or do you think that, like, it's just, honestly, it's become a part of your, like, I don't want to speak on your...
I think it's become a part of the culture. I think that...
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You guys literally took a word that was supposed to be degrading and demeaning to you and made it something that, like...
is more... I think it's definitely become more... the word is...
Again, I'm not one to speak on...
I mean, yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
I can't tell you, like...
Yeah.
Well, you guys did it for this. I don't know.
No, I don't know why the reason was that it was done. I know that it was done. I mean, I can't go back into the... I don't even know when that transition kind of started.
I don't know either.
I know that, I mean, there were, house slaves that were calling, the field, the field workers, niggas too. And that might have been just to appease, the white masters. It might not have been. I can't speak on that because I wasn't there.
Right.
But what I can say is that I think that over time it has become more of a term of endearment and loving, and I think that's why people do use it. Do I think that it is always that in term of endearment? Hard R or double A's. I think that it's just one of those situations that you can't tell everybody what to do.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to sit here and be like, damn, like that's my nigga right there. All right, cool. Like, I mean, I've told dudes before that I didn't know. I mean, there was a time I was playing basketball at a 24-hour fitness, and I remember this dude. We were on the court, and we had next. We're getting ready, and one of our players was putting her shoes on still, and this dude was like, what? And I was like, bro, like we had next, like she's putting her shoes on, like relax, like it's no big deal.
Yeah.
And he was like, y'all better not be no sorry ass niggas out here. And I was like, hey my man, like I don't know you, you don't know me, but like don't speak to me that way.
Yeah.
And if you would have just been like, if y'all better not be no sorry ass ball players, I'd be like, all right, whatever. But like, you call me a sorry ass nigga, like you don't know me, like you call me out my name, so like I'm gonna just check you. I'm like, hey man, like just so you know, I don't know you, you don't know me, but like don't speak to me that way. And he was like, what? And he tried to get all hype with me, and he was kind of trying to fight, and I wasn't even like on that. I was just like, bro, like I'm just saying, you don't know me, I don't know you,
Right.
Don't speak to me that way.
Yeah.
And so like I mean, like I have like family members and stuff like that, like, and like we say it, like I say it, like I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't, 'cause I
Right.
do.
Yeah.
Do I think that it's a word that like maybe we need to be using? I don't think we need to be using it.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's become a part of the culture, and so you take it for what it's worth. And do I use it a lot less? For sure. Like definitely,
Right,
I definitely
right.
think that it does have a certain means of degrading, to one's people.
I wonder too. Like, I feel like like older generations of like black people.
Yeah.
Like they I rarely hear them ever use that.
Nah, I don't think I've ever. Yeah.
I rarely ever hear.
I think it depends on where you're at too, though.
Yeah, it's situational still,
For sure.
but it's still way less used.
I think
than,
I think it came more popularized within like the 80s. I feel like.
Yeah.
I think that it became more popular within the 80s, and so then like you get the 90s generation of kids that's they're kind of like teenagers, kids, young adults, that becomes more like okay to use because it's more endearing in certain senses, and then it just keeps going, and then
Okay.
you get my mom was born in 72, so my mom was 24 in 96, and that's when I was born. So, you get that generation of kids, those 90s kids coming out, and they're hearing their parents use it. They're hearing it in this music that they love, things of that sort. And then it becomes quote unquote okay. There's a stable, like we can use this and say this, like we're using it for us. Like we've taken this word back. So it's ours now. And we can say that to one another and be okay. Do I think that needs to be the case? Not necessarily, but I also can't say no because I use it.
Yeah.
So like it's like one of those things.
When you have kids, what is it gonna be?
I think that I would try to venture to the place where I wouldn't want my children to be using.
Would you be upset if your kid were to use it in his vocabulary?
I think he or she in their vocabulary, I think that there'd be a conversation if I heard it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I think it's like almost like using I wouldn't say a curse word, but like eventually you understand that like your kid's gonna say things. So like
yeah, I mean
people know that their kids
when
curse.
they get to a point they can
people know that their kids curse. So like I think I would just start from here. If they heard that word being used or they use that word, I think there'd be a conversation of like, hey, where'd you hear that? Where'd that come from? Do you understand where that word derives from? And then me explaining, hey, I want you to not use that word because this is what I think our people should stand for.
For sure.
And I think going that way, I think that's where it really should that's where I want it to go for me. And I think that it could go there I think that it goes over there for a lot of other people too. I think I know a lot of people that are like that, even my mom was like that. Like my mom used it, but she also wasn't necessarily okay with me saying it.
Okay.
She was kind of like, we don't need to be speaking to our people that way. Like when this word came from people that were trying to tear us down and rip us apart, and we're doing so at the time.
Yeah.
So people coming out saying that, this word actually derives from this, that, that's not true.
Yeah.
Like people come saying, it actually is, it's an old African word that means king. No, the fuck it doesn't. Like, it does not mean that. So if someone has told you that, I want to say that too. If someone has told you at any point in time that the word nigger derives from the word that means this, Niger, that which is where it comes from. It derives from the word Niger. And I know that because I've taken a history of African American studies class where it goes back to actually when these words come from. And in that word came from them saying, because the Dutch were the ones that were actually bringing Africans out of Africa and putting them in the East Atlantic slave trade. So the Dutch were doing it, the English were doing it, the French were doing it. We all know they were all doing it. All these Europeans were doing it. The word nigger came from Niger, which was referring to the Niger River, which flows through the Congo. So you would go up these rivers getting, and they're out here, shut up. They're out here getting Africans from the coast, from going upriver and going through there. And they would use that because they couldn't necessarily pronounce the word eventually. They were telling them not to bring those Nigers, which they were referring to the men and women of the Congo, which were some of the most fierce and aggressive men and women that would fight back against the French and the Dutch and the English when they were trying to be enslaved. So they were actually saying, don't bring us these people because they keep fighting back. Right. They keep killing people. They keep fucking up our ships and doing all these things. We don't want them. Don't bring those Nigers over here.
Oh.
So a lot of people actually don't know that because they are not educated upon these things.
Okay.
Knowledge is power.
Facts.
So let's not sit here and create false narratives.
Nah.
The word does not mean king. It does not come from meaning king. It does not mean that this is my nigga. This is my nigger. This is a king state. No, that's not where the fuck it came from. It came from them saying, don't bring those to us because they keep fighting back and we don't want to take the strong ones. We want the weak ones that we can take and we can fuck them and we can beat them and we can destroy them and we can take their mentals, take their culture, take everything that they have and use it for our advantage because they have become free labor for us. That's where it comes from. So fuck all that bullshit. That's why I say, hey, I don't necessarily think that that is something that we should continue to be walking inside of. At the same time, though, there are moments and instances where I still use this word because it's become part of the culture. So, speaking on that of saying like, hey, like, will I want my kids to use this word? No, I would prefer my kids to not use this word if I have the chance to have them. But I would educate them on that first. Yeah. And then they get to make a decision for themselves. The same way I was educated upon it. And I didn't know that until I was like 19 years old and I took the class. But my mom was still like, no, I don't think we don't need to call this. We don't need to call each other. And it would still happen. It still come out. My mom would still say it. I would still say it. My uncles and aunts and stuff like that. It happens, cousins. Yeah. It's still said now. It's not the issue, in my personal opinion. I just think that, like, hey, like, you're going to make a choice, and if you want to use that or not, that's fine. But this is the reasoning why I have ventured from using it far less than I may have in the past.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, other cultures and people using it, I'm going to speak on it. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. I'm not going to fight every man and woman I see that says, what's up, my nigga, or talks to somebody else, and they talking to, they Hispanic, and they talking to another Hispanic dude, and they're like, yo, what's up, my nigga? I'm be like, yeah, I don't even know where that's coming from. Yeah. You sound ignorant. Yeah. But I'm not gonna try to fight you over it. Yeah. That's on you. You ain't speaking to me that way. And if you do, I'm gonna check you. Yeah. And then it's gonna be that. And if something comes from that, then it's cool. And I mean, that's happened before where I've been around white people that have, might have said it and they came out their mouth and it was quick. I was like, hey, my man, you don't know me, I don't know you. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, that shit don't fly around me. So I'm going to need you to check that real quick and don't let it happen again. And most of the time, 9 times out of 10, actually, I wouldn't even say 9 times out of, I would say 9 times out of 10 because there has been one instance that I can clearly remember where like that, what they didn't respond this way. But other than that, they're super apologetic and they're like, oh shit, like I fucked up. Like, and they know it and they do their best to fix it.
That's good.
You can only fix it so much, obviously, but like, I'm going to look at you a certain type of way. Yeah. I'm not going to act. I mean, I might not be hanging out with you and stuff like that, but if you're around, I'm not going to be like pressed about you, but I might like move differently. But if you speak to me, I'll speak back. Yeah. But it is what it is on that. Like, so that's just the way it goes sometimes. You're just like, well, that's life facts. I mean, at the end of the day, like, people are going to do what they do. And like, as long as you keep it truthful and honest and real with people, like, I'm going to respect you regardless. If you can keep it 100% with me all the time, as I say, we just keep it a buck any and everywhere we go. And because of that, I think things will move in a better accord. I mean, you have to make your decisions from that. Yeah. So we appreciate y'all, everything that y'all do. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. This has been a great experience for us. This is episode 1. So we honestly were just kind of feeling it out, shooting the shit, seeing what it was going to do. Things are going to get better. Please continue to tune in with us. We're going to figure out, how to get things moving, get things in order, and just come and vibe with us. Honestly, like we're in here to have a good time. That's a fact. We're in here for a good time, and hopefully a long time, to continue to do what we love to do and what we enjoy doing in this moment, which is just having good conversations with real raw people. We're gonna have guests. We're gonna have crazy conversations. Yeah, I want y'all to know that just right now. Like, if you are sensitive to things, maybe this might not be the place for you.
I don't like. Yes and no.
Yes and no. We don't dive into crazy things per se, but we also mess around.
I'd like to say, we fuck around. We also don't really sugarcoat.
Yeah, we don't sugarcoat. That's not. I mean, yeah, I rather not talk about something than sugarcoat it. Yes. So if we know that it might go a certain way, we just might not talk about it. Yeah. Then sugarcoat it. But we're always gonna keep it 100% with you. And we're just gonna be real, raw, and authentic because this is who we are. And this is who we've been. We didn't introduce ourselves either, so like I guess we could just do that right now, just so y'all know who the fuck y'all are dealing with. But I go by the name of Nico Suave. And this is my man, my ace that I've known for a long time, Mr. Clint Westhood. coming just to tap in with y'all. Just let the people know something a little bit about yourself. They learned some things about me today, I feel like.
Yeah.
They learned some things about you too, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like you're definitely, I would say you're more vocal.
It happens, yeah.
I like talking about things, but like I kind of just like to sit in the back and like.
You stay in the tuck. You're like an observer.
I do shit. I do shit that needs to be done.
Exactly. No, for sure.
That's all I do.
Give the people a little fun fact about you.
What you mean fun fact?
Yeah, just a little something light.
Bro, I'm Nico makes music. I'm his engineer, his producer.
Yep.
I honestly, bro, I don't even know a fun fact about myself. I throw the ball with my left hand.
All right, hey, that's a fun fact. That's a fun fact.
No, but like dead ass. Like I'm here to have conversations with Nico every week if we're doing this every week.
Yep.
And honestly, like I'm just here to make sure shit stays 100.
Facts. And that's how we do. We gonna keep it. We keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Week in and week out.
Yeah.
So damn.
If you guys want to hear anything though, like if you have any topics, anything
please.
that you would like to hear discussed by other people, want to hear other views on stuff or
perspectives,
like that kind
insight.
of shit, like let us know. It's
please,
fun.
Please. Throw stuff in the comments.
I don't even know where we're posting this.
We don't know where we're posting this shit at
Yeah.
right now. I mean, I feel like YouTube would be cool. We'll figure that out.
YouTube. I want to see if Instagram, how long like IGTV is gonna be.
I know they don't do like. I feel like they do go a long time. Like we could post the whole thing, but I feel like that might get maybe not played. We'll figure it out. Honestly, we're honestly just rolling the dice and we're seeing what the fuck happens, and we're okay with that because we got nothing to lose.
True.
So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody that has sat here and listened to this for this amount of time. If you made it this far, you're a real one.
True.
And we throw super amounts of love and respect to you, and appreciation, and just continue to tap in with us, and we're gonna keep this going. So with that being said, I'm gonna go eat some dumplings right now. So catch us on the rebound. Love.
All right, that's it. Love.